thing, so I wanted to make sure.
I might as well do a
Same
brief
page.
recap. I mean,
Who's Suna?
that is the fish guy.
I'll put myself on the corner.
Okay, so
Suna.
orders.
Is that supposed to be? Is that me with an S? Could be me with.
Yeah,
an
you
S.
screwed up the first name.
Yeah, it's me with an S, because I'm Kuna.
Yeah, it's written as Kuna.
This IG droid be looking real rough right now.
Okay, so a brief recap. We were on Mandalore. We, I guess, were trying to break in, and then the clones started attacking us out of nowhere. We have no idea why, but Stanvot and Talon felt some weird, spooky shit. Ooh, that was some pinging. Spooky shit in the Force. So we got basically started attacking us. Stanvot managed to stop. Was it one or two of them that you stopped to attack us?
I stopped one.
One? Okay.
One nearly died, and then Nick fixed the other two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I think we defeated some more Mandalorians. Then we ended up meeting Maul and Revan was it in the labyrinth or was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay, it was in the labyrinth, and we found out that Maul had been in this place before, rolling down the streets, you know. And then swoopy stuff happened, and now we're somewhere. So
I
I
love
guess
your recaps, Aiden.
they're great. I know, right?
Just going there wrong.
Well, what? I don't. Well, I don't know where we are.
It's good enough.
Okay,
We
so
landed on the ship with a guy.
well, we don't know we're on a ship yet.
Alex said we were on a ship.
Well,
Practically, you guys are still
I
asleep,
figured all of you
and I'm
would just
waking
wake
up.
up at the same time, so we'll wreck on that little thing.
Okay, that's good.
Everyone, roll your resilience skill, and we'll use that to determine the speed at which you wake up.
Stand by. You roll your resilience, except add 4 boosts.
Anyway, that's.
You just give yourself a huge thing.
Sounds like a
Okay,
big nap.
so
Resilience will make.
I've got
3.
Same thing as make it the same as.
What's the
Hey, no, just roll your straight. Just roll your straight.
because we're just seeing the order in
then
which we
we'll just
wake
add
up.
the numbers.
So I have
And you keep track of it. You want to do this?
I've got a
Well, I guess I got-
5.2. Just type in the chat.
That's an advantage.
Basically, make it as if you're rolling initiative, but with your resilience. So just type in the chat what you got.
I mean, what is?
I'm gonna be taking a nap, kids. Oh yeah, I'm taking a long nap.
I heard.
Taking a big nap.
I'm taking a long nap.
We had any setbacks to this?
Oh, you're just rolling your resilience.
Oh, my brawn is not the best, so we're gonna see how this goes.
Yeah, I won't
It's
be
fine.
around, but I'm taking
It's
a
not
nap.
a life or death thing. No reason to use destiny points or anything.
2 successes.
Destiny points. I need to wake up. Destiny points. I need to wake up.
It might be life or death depending on who wakes up first and what they decide to do.
I need to wake up. You know, if I wake up last, I don't know, fucking stand by.
Well, Joe, did you forget how to write the initiative? Advantage is a point, like a tens place, and then a success is a ones place.
Yep.
So Joe got a 1.3. What about Raven?
Also, what we're gonna do since we have a larger group now, you know, I know some of us have like ADD and ADHD shit. So if we start getting off focus, let's try to keep centered. And then around like 8, take a break, and then we'll come back. So, maybe we can get up to use restroom and stuff like that.
All right.
Aiden just say he'll be right back.
So do you want me to roll?
We'll be right back.
Yes.
Folks.
Roll your resilience. Go to your character sheet, find your resilience.
Yeah.
Would he with us?
It's no difficult or anything.
He didn't come out. He didn't.
I'm giving him this as an example because this is almost like an initiative.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm using this more as an example, but for him it doesn't really matter.
Hey, don't try and.
What do these mean?
So that's the success symbol I was telling you earlier. That's what the symbol. That's what that blast
You
symbol
got
is.
2.0.
2.
Okay.
Your advantage symbol is a 0.1. So when you're doing initiatives, or in this case, the thing like this, a wake up order,
Wait, hang on.
Oh, so-
ones are successes,
This is an
0.1s are
advantage.
advantage.
Gotcha.
And then we'll get started once. Okay, he's back.
Yeah, sorry.
Man, I really am taking a long nap. Holy
Wait.
shit.
You did just get transported to an alternate dimension.
I don't think you
Yeah,
need. Does Spencer need to roll? I don't think he would. I don't think he's present yet.
I just gave him a shit ton of boost.
Ouch.
No. Sorry, my bad. Did I guess Bando.
Wait, you got a 2, Spence?
Yeah.
What? No.
Speen core.
Other Spence. Other
Yeah, sorry,
Spence.
I forgot to change my.
That's speen core.
No, don't worry about it. It's gonna fuck with me like all
It's
day.
fine. I'll either try to remember your name, I'll get it by next session, or I'll just say speen core.
It's Spencer.
The thing is, I wasn't sure what to call him because he hasn't been introduced into the story yet.
There's Spencer and there's Japanese guy.
Yeah.
There's Weeb Spence.
This is the Spencer side of the
By the
game.
way,
Please do not pass.
It is though.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
take over the other side too? You did. You did.
Spencer side.
Okay, so Stanbot wakes up first,
Bert's
followed
dead
by
asleep.
yeah. Stanbot wakes up, works, followed by.
Stanbot.
I'm gonna shake him awake.
Wait,
Well,
what?
we can figure that out in a second.
Raven, aren't you? Yeah, you're not up yet.
Yeah, you're not even awake yet.
Shit.
Okay, Stanbot. You wake up, are surrounded by cargo boxes. There's some bright lights hanging overhead. You see one in the distance flickering that you can see like partially over the cargo boxes. Off to the left, about 20 feet away, you see someone move. And you hear some footsteps around you. Seem to be looking for you. There's no commotion. You're just surrounded by boxes. Where?
I'm gonna take a defensive stance with my lightsaber.
Gonna have it out and glowing.
Not glowing, just like ready.
Okay. All right.
Who's there?
Yeah, below you, like on the floor, you see Alan and the Biff. Is that all you're doing?
Hmm?
You're just getting ready. You see the
I
two
said
people
who's
below
there.
you. Oh, no one responds.
Okay. I'm gonna. Are my friends like below me?
You do see two of them. You see Talon and Biff.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Brother.
and jump. I'm gonna head down towards the ground.
Okay. You get off one of the cargo boxes you're on. You get on the ground. You're now standing over them when Talon wakes up.
Jerking up, I yell, "Fucking Huts!"
Shh. Quiet.
Oh, what
You
the
hear from
fuck's
the
going
other
on?
side of the room. Who's there?
Your nightmares. Just go back to sleep.
Oh, deception. Just kidding.
Right, you're actually gonna try to speak to them.
Hold on. I need to confirm something real quick before I actually try this.
Okay.
What?
Okay. I'll do the. I just say your nightmares. I'm gonna take a "now you see me" action.
Oh God.
Okay.
No. Why now?
Well, because he'll just forget I exist.
We didn't even get this far.
Actually, no. Okay, I won't.
2 minutes into episode 2.
Okay, fine. I won't speak.
I'm not ready to
There'll
talk
just be
right now.
nothing. I won't respond back.
Okay. So
But you are awake. You feel metal below you. You see cargo boxes surrounding you.
Oh wow.
The type of thing I told.
fun story. I
Okay.
have no clue where we are,
Oh yeah.
but we're not in the labyrinth anymore. I know that.
Well, that's good.
Hmm.
This one doesn't like. God damn it. This one doesn't like. This one didn't like being in the labyrinth.
Yeah.
Where is this one's companions?
Well, Kuna's right here, pointing to the unconscious person on the floor.
I believe that's Shorba. I think that's the bit.
Okay,
Sure,
which
but-
one is the one that looks like it's gonna take the longest to wake up? Like in the deepest sleep.
There's no. It's dark. There's no way I can tell that.
Oh,
Sense
I'm
emotions,
asking. I'm
maybe?
asking Spaniard.
Could I sense thoughts?
What'd you say?
I'm asking.
That
Can
would
I
be
can I tell which one seems to be in the deepest slumber?
No.
Okay. Well then, I guess
The Biff
you
is below you on the ground. Well, not below you, but at your feet.
you wake up the big mouth guy, and I'll wake up the Biff here. IG, wake the fuck up.
The droid is not near you.
Oh, okay.
So I said you see the Biff.
Just
Okay.
short,
Okay, I'm gonna wake up. You wake up Kuna first, and
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna attempt to wake him up.
Do not see him.
Oh,
oh,
right,
I
he's
thought
not
you said
here.
he was with us.
I guess I was confused about who was where.
I said you saw at your feet. You saw the lizard and the Biff, Orba and Tal.
Okay, I guess I got names confused.
All right, then I'm gonna shake the Biff awake.
Okay, you wake up the Biff. The Biff is awake. Now I'll move on to
Yeah.
back to Raven. But G,
Yes.
you come online. And you see Una at your feet, passed out.
Beep boop.
Cargo boxes around you, and you're kind of against the wall.
Okay.
And
Can I
same
see?
scene.
Can I see?
Ooh, I want the red one, not the blue one.
Can I see like Talon? Or
No,
something?
you don't see. You just see Una and the Mandos that are with you.
No, those are my credits. Mine.
What, the Mandalorian minions?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I don't know what to do.
It's fine. You can just be waking up and
I'll
coming
just
online.
like, I guess I'll just be coming online, yeah.
I want to find them.
Okay, Shorba, you're fully awake. See Talon and Standbot in front of you.
All right, we need
Give
to
'em finger guns.
find the fish guy,
There's a fish guy.
the big mouth guy. His face kind of looks like a fish.
Where are we? What?
I don't know.
No,
There's
we're
no.
no longer
I don't
in
even
that-
have time to explain why I don't have time to explain.
Someone's insulting me.
Ah, yes.
All right.
Can we try and find
Okay.
the fish guy?
Fine with me. I like mystery.
Okay.
So let's. Oh wait, I'm gonna sense for all living creatures in the area.
Okay.
I can do that.
That makes life a lot easier.
Damn it.
Wait, but you
make
can't
life easier.
detect. Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah, I know everything.
How far is the range on that?
Probably not as far as I'm hoping, but it's not bad, but it's pretty far.
You sense quite a bit of life.
Could I tell like where it is necessarily?
You feel quite a bit of life close. Some of it a little bit further away.
Okay,
Exact
I'm gonna try-
location, but you know they're around you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and move to the ones a bit further away.
If you try to move the ones a bit further away, you're moving towards a wall.
Okay. They appear to be on the other side of this wall. Let us
Telling
try and
cracks
get
is
out of
not
this
the
going
ones
work
that
over.
are close, I feel like they're in the same room.
So the
footsteps
ones
you
that are
heard walking
close,
around.
the ones
They
that
already
are close
responded.
are not Talon and
Well, you mean IG and.
Sorba, correct?
Yeah, so you feel more besides them.
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna head over to those ones.
we already know there's
Kind
someone
of
in the room because
stealthily.
they
Should I
responded
make
to
a
us.
stealth check for that?
Yes,
Stealth
make
check.
a stealth check, hard check.
It's stealth check time. Come on,
I
grab
don't
your
have good
friends.
stealth.
Don't
Hey,
you
since-
I'll group
since
trail
I
for you.
know- Since I know where they are, shouldn't I be the one to do it?
Yes.
And like I just know the general. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll
I
both
can
go.
group stealth you if you want.
Yeah, just do that. Upgrade that check.
I got you. Wait, we change it to upgrading instead of setbacks?
Okay. Grouping.
Oh, was it?
I thought it was
Setback?
setbacks for each additional person.
I don't know, man. I don't like the idea of group stealth, but if it's just one other person, then just upgrade it.
Okay,
Wait, so-
great.
Are we all rolling for the group stealth or not? Are we just?
No, I'm just
No, he just
So-
rolls.
Okay.
Well, am I doing
Step back
Raven
to-
2 then? Or is Raven rolling her own
Oh,
stealth?
you're just I get Raven. If you want, Raven wants to go, just upgrade again.
Would I give it a boost? You already rolled.
No, you wouldn't.
Bit
Oh boy,
wise
that's not
there.
good.
Woo, it's fair.
That's a I succeed, but there's a
You succeed,
despair
but
and
there is
some.
a despair on the table.
Okay, how many advantage do I have?
point.
1, 2, 3, and then I naturally get 1, so I have 4 net advantage, and then I have. Oh wait, no.
Wait, on the side
I
of
have
the
6 net
table,
advantage.
start making a boost die pool. We always know if you can grab from it. We're doing
Okay,
boost dice
those
or underdoing
2
it.
go. Okay, so this is my
Okay, so you
net.
succeed. You get
3
over to some of the
successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
life that
advantage.
you send standbot. You
Yeah, we're
round
good.
around the corner, you see the IG unit standing over Burke, or kneeling or crouching, whatever the IG unit's doing. And you did see a guard walking around as you guys were sneaking through. When you reach the IG unit, you accidentally push over a cargo box as you're moving.
This is Talon doing
It falls
it
to a
because
plane
he's
and
the
the
one who-
contents spill out.
Well, given
Oh,
I'm group
wait,
stealthing you,
content.
you guys can do these things as well. So.
Does that wake me, or I'm still deep asleep?
What are the contents?
That would wake you.
No, I rush up to him.
You were up next to wake up.
I rush up to
Okay,
Kuna.
percentage die. I'm gonna roll a percentage die for who did that.
Okay,
0.
30% and down is me. 42 would it be
Or
70?
30 to 70. 30 to 60.
31 to 6.
Yeah, 30 to 60, which would be 4 to 7. Okay.
70 down, standby. 100 to 70. Get Raven.
Okay.
Alright.
What's happening?
Raven.
It was me.
Alright, Shorba. You saw a like protocol droid in like kind of halfway in a box. Like, oh, that looks pretty cool, and like kind of messing with it a bit, it falls over. Stands startled.
All right,
Back
Talon.
at the lizard and the human, and they just have a look of disgust.
Talon's gonna rush over
Disappointment.
to the new guy who's like brainwashing Mandos and whatnot as he's waking up. Hey you, you're finally awake, just like that knight and that Bith over there.
Yeah,
You were trying to enter the labyrinth too, just like us.
I'm gonna go up and slap Talon.
Got caught in that.
You want to turn this into a grapple check?
Here,
No,
two
no.
guards come over to see the spilled contents.
Oh,
You guys
Where
are
am I?
hidden.
Can we
You hear
tell
them
like what they're
start to
wearing?
talk to each other.
Whoop.
Did you see that on the sensors? I think they're fried again. I don't see anyone. Yeah, I don't either. Our mechanics are completely useless.
Yeah, I know one like that too.
You walk away after having that conversation. You hear
Can we
as
tell what they look
start
like?
to walk away. I'll tell Mac if you said that. We'll see how he likes that.
Alright, I have no idea where we are. Does anyone care to explain?
I wish we knew. I think following them would be the best idea, though somehow I don't think they'd be very happy with figuring out that we stowed away on their ship.
I
Even
mean,
though
they
we
don't
didn't
really have a
actually stow away
choice
on their
at this
ship.
point, do we?
I'm
They don't really have much of a choice at this point, do they?
Wait, weren't we supposed to be
No.
on your ship?
We didn't get on any ships. We got swooped to swoop by Forsey stuff.
No, but before that, we were like
Yeah.
trying to get to.
And I decided to wreck on that.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Some event was gonna happen that would get here anyway.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, so I'm not exactly sure who would be here at what time. I was like, just a slightly different opening.
Okay.
This one agrees. We should follow.
wait.
Let's follow them.
Fuck it. Let's
We
go.
want to follow them. We don't know where we are. We don't know who they are. We don't know where we are.
Oh yeah, I hate to say this, but those Mandalorians in the very identifiable armor might be a bad idea.
I mean, are they even with me? Can we take stock
Yeah,
here?
we have 2 of them.
The Mandalorians are starting to come too.
Okay, so they did come with us.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Alright, 2 of them made it with us. Damn, I lost Paul.
Okay, Talon procures his thermal cloak and puts it on one of them, to sort of like shroud his armor.
I'll do the same thing with mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do?
Say
And
like
I still have
when,
pretty identifiable.
We take off their helmets and tell them to only put it on during combat.
I look over at Shorba because I assume she's here, and I say, "Hey Shorba, do you have any idea what we're on?"
Orba's ears go missing.
Wait,
No doubt.
what? Sorry.
No, Raven's back.
I had to test my mic. It was like really quiet.
Oh, okay. Do you need me to repeat that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, Shorba, do you have any idea what kind of place this is? Ship? Can you get into any of the wiring, any of that?
oh yeah, that might be good.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. Well, Sorba's gonna look around on this ship.
Hold on, given we don't know where we are, is it a good idea to fuck with the wiring?
Yeah, no.
What if
bad
we
idea,
fuck
bad
up
idea.
the space drive?
What if we fuck up the life support system?
Yeah.
Fuck with stuff like.
She's a mechanic. She gets paid to fuck with things, right?
Yeah, well not right now. So shut
Yeah,
up and
things
let's go.
you-
We don't know where we are. We don't want to create some sort of diplomatic disasters. We accidentally take down some
Here, I will.
high-ranking politician's
It'll-
freighter. We don't even know where we are. Let's
This
just
one
follow
has
them.
had one too many diplomatic disasters for its
Can I like,
lifetime.
at least try to identify it?
You're going ahead because I'm not a sneaky guy.
Okay.
What are you doing, Raven?
Can I
Yeah.
at least try to identify what kind of ship we might be on?
Yeah. You could tell if you were on a ship or not.
Okay.
Are we on a ship?
Just right now, you just see a bunch of cargo boxes. It's really much to go off of.
Alright
True.
then.
I think we're kind of metagaming the whole ship thing.
That's true.
That is valid and true.
Let's just group stealth again.
Yeah.
I was
If
gonna
you-
I was
if
gonna
you
I was gonna
make a
stealth ahead
medium-
alone.
If you make a medium mechanics, you'll get to know if you're on a ship or not.
Okay.
I was gonna stealth ahead alone
Something like that.
because then I can presumably use boost die for my previous check, couldn't I? Could it be the same thing? Because I know Alex didn't want us to have boost die stored up for stuff, but if it's for another stealth check, it would make sense, wouldn't it?
It would
Well,
be
yeah,
for
but if
the
I'm
next
coming
check.
along, then it wouldn't.
Well, yeah.
It'd be
It would
Raven's
be for a
check,
different one,
technically.
really.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
Oh, that's
this
a
was the
triumph.
sort of thing that you were asking about,
It is a triumph.
Alex.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
okay. You do have insight. The type of ship you're on. Once it loads, I can tell you like what it possibly is.
But shit's not
Nice.
lining up. Something's wrong. It's too
Okay.
old.
I'm like, hey guys, we're definitely on a ship right now. Oh shit, what did I have on that one? Was it like 1 success or 2?
It was
You had
2
3.
success. Yeah, that's the roll that you had left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
3
accidentally
successes left in the triumph.
Yep.
You think this is a like Corvette style ship? Like a Corvette
Like a
class.
warship?
You don't know exactly what type.
A Corvette, you say? I've been
Yeah.
wanting a warship. This one has been wanting a warship.
It's like it's a Corvette class warship.
So we're on a
How
warship
can you
right now.
wait,
You're
wait,
saying.
wait. How
I
can
didn't
you
say it.
tell that? How can you tell that?
That gotta give something for the triumph.
It's the taste of the voltage.
Markings.
Yeah.
There could be
That what it
markings
is?
everywhere for like.
Yeah,
what
it's
this is
just it's literally
something.
just a sign showing the
Because
ship.
we're inside an Aegis
Corvette.
hammerhead.
Yeah, no, it's like Raven's tinkering with the wiring. She like gets zapped a little bit. She looks down the wiring cord and then looks straight up at the wall. Aha! And it just says the type of ship it is on the wall.
Yeah, they just looked at this. Just ran the serial number, dude. They just
You
ran
don't
the
know
plate.
exactly what type, anything like that, but you think it's like of that class.
Raven runs the plates real quick.
All right, well,
You
Talon's
definitely know you're on a ship.
In
Tell-
any case, I'm getting serious. We shouldn't be here, vibe.
Talon's
Yeah,
gonna follow the guards.
Yeah, let's follow.
What
the
kind of
guides.
stealth check? I'm gonna follow ahead of you guys because I don't know why I'm dealing with group check. Is it gonna be?
IG's following you guys.
This is gonna be a 2 reds and 2 purple.
Wait,
Okay.
everyone's awake now, right?
Just to clarify, I'm not taking anyone with me, Alex. It's just me.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Scout, scout,
Whoa.
scout.
Are you fucking? I got. Oh, hey,
How
triumph and
despair?
despair. I definitely
Oh,
succeeded.
boy.
Let's see. So those cancel out.
Well, we're done.
This cancels out.
Number 2.
and this cancels out. Okay, and I have a net advantage. So I have 3 advantage, a triumph, 3 success, and a despair.
Some really good, some really bad.
Okay, so
Do I have
gotta
any
think about this
strain?
for a second. You see them, see one of them go through the blasted doors
I'm gonna fully heal my strain.
to this room. The one stays to kind of still patrol around the cargo boxes to go back to taking inventory of everything. You follow the one out the room as it's closing. It doesn't make any more sound. Once you exit, you see a pretty tight hall with some weapons on a rack to right once you leave. There's a couple other doors you see down the hall, and the person you're following took a left.
I'm sorry, Alex. I think you've misspoken there. I believe you mean I see my weapons. Because they're mine now.
Yeah, you see your weapons on the rack.
They're mine now.
As the person you're following passes by, then you see a few doors. You looking at the weapons, you get a little to it. You get super excited, but you pause just a little too long. Someone opens a door to your right, and they come out. You manage to duck into hiding. I'm just in time. However, they go into the cargo.
What did this person look like?
I tried to
Just
ask
a
that earlier.
human guy, just normal, generic.
Can I see? They don't have any armor on. Any?
This guy wasn't wearing much armor. The other guards were wearing armor.
Okay.
Not super
Well,
fancy.
Talon's just gonna keep on going and try and find his way to like something important. Maybe a brig. Maybe like a area where civilians might be found. I don't know.
Area where civilians.
He's looking for info.
So like a mini control room or something.
Sure. Sure.
I don't think you have anything to go off. You might just end up wandering rooms for a minute.
Yeah, Talon's just looking around. Oh, he's gonna give a comm link to the other guys and be like, "Hey guys, another person walked into your room."
Yeah, we know. Thanks.
Can you get a description?
He was a generic looking guy.
On that note,
Fail?
what's your?
I don't
who has
know.
the highest?
I
Probably
wasn't
hygiene. Hygiene it. What's your stealth?
He's got good stealth.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a stealth.
Joe.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. My bad.
No problem.
What's your stealth?
My stealth is 1 yellow, 4 green, and 4 blue.
Damn.
Wow.
Don't take my stealth check dice.
So am I rolling stealth? Or?
I think so.
You know, I'm rolling against the ability to see you.
Is the IG unit the only
Shouldn't
one
that
there?
technically be based off of the lowest stealth though?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
I
why
think
I'm
that's just
modifying slightly.
Wait, A280s existed like a century before
Trying
the
to give
Clone
you
Wars?
advance here.
We're a bit
that's
farther back in the
interesting.
century there.
I didn't know that. Did you know that, Alex?
That's interesting. What, the 280 being a century before?
Before Clone Wars, yeah.
Yeah.
It was invented and still used.
I knew that when I looked around because I was wondering if you guys could even have 280s. Like, oh yeah, it existed.
Well, I mean, they would exist during the
okay,
during
so
the Clone Wars.
the new guy finds you.
Wait, where did Joe roll at?
I
Joe didn't
rolled
roll.
against his.
Oh.
He rolled against his stealth.
He used his weapon.
The guy is shocked, surprised that he sees anyone in there, and immediately calls on his comm link for guards.
I'm gonna try and stop him.
Hold on. IG has a jammer.
IG does have a jammer.
Oh,
Wait.
okay. While you're doing that, I'm gonna get into a little speaky speak here.
I was gonna. Oh wait, no, that's what. Yeah, I'm gonna try and. That's how I was gonna stop him, Nick. I was gonna try and talk him.
Well, I'm gonna try and talk him. You want to talk him?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's talk him.
Begin conversation.
All right. So
Hey, stop,
as,
stop, stop, stop. I
as
know
he
this looks-
reaches in there, you start first. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, you really don't want to do that.
He just screams at the other guy in the room overheard him start to go for guards in the comm link.
Wait,
Okay,
no,
okay,
you
listen,
don't want to do this
listen,
because
listen,
where are the
listen.
mechanics?
Yes, exactly.
You
Don't
guys
you,
must
don't
be-
you understand? We've been outfitted to help fix the ship.
You guys must be on a different shift than us.
Yeah, I
never
just
don't
knocked
see you
over that
around.
protocol droid over there. I'm so sorry.
I'm unfortunately acquainted with the mechanic of this ship.
Let's say that you don't. Rolling to make him think otherwise.
Okay. Rolling to make him think.
Hey, you succeeded.
I got
Success.
one. Though not very well, but he does kind of.
Yeah, didn't you hear? He like hired on a couple more guys. Maybe you should just look the other way and let us do our jobs. Yeah.
I show him my mechanics.
Okay, but then what is that? Why are those two with you? He points to the IG unit, and he makes note of the two Mandalorians standing there.
Well, hold on. He doesn't know they're Mandalorians. They don't have their helmets on.
Don't they?
I believe they do.
Wait, did
We
say
told
that
we
were
told
gonna
them to
take
take
a
off their
look.
helmets until
Yeah.
we're in combat.
Oh.
And they've got the thermal cloaks obscuring their armor, so it just looks like normal laminate
Slightly.
at
He'd probably have
most.
to make a perception to figure it out. It wouldn't be a hard
yeah, make a
perception, but
perception.
he
I
would have
pointed
to.
I mean,
actively look.
he's your average Joe though, so according to Alex.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Mandalorian armor is very noticeable.
Well, it depends. It depends if it changes or not.
It does. It never changes basically.
Well, thermal
I guess
cloaks
it's
are like full body covers. Oh, they've got
Oh, yeah.
hoods too, so I mean, it doesn't give any stealth check, but
The helmet style.
I would say it would
Succeeded.
maybe succeeded.
Threat. Someone to pull some.
Oh shit.
Okay, look,
bad.
bud,
I don't know
I'm
what
gonna
you
be,
want.
I'm gonna
Alright,
be,
let's-
I'll let you out.
I'm gonna be honest here. We
Go.
don't know where we are. We kind of just woke up in this cargo hold, and we would very much like to know what the heck is going on.
Listen. Can you just
Okay,
be a nice?
I get it. You had a bit too much to drink. Somehow ended up aboard the ship, and we're not found for 2 weeks. You're
Where are
telling
we,
me
by
you
the way?
slept for a couple of weeks.
Where are we, by the way?
Okay, let me try a charm check against this guy. Listen, why don't you just chill, just go the other way and just don't think about it.
I'm kind of
If
surprised
you roll
Stanbot
2
hasn't.
triumphs, he'll completely ignore you.
Hold on,
Well, these
I
guys
don't want to
are
metagame
sleeping off
here.
the alcohol
I
for
don't
2
want to
weeks.
metagame here, but I'm only mentioning this because I'm worried there might be a little metagaming as to why this isn't happening. But I'm kind of surprised Stanbot hasn't revealed himself to be a Jedi yet. Given we didn't actually know what was going on with Order 66. We just thought
True, I
we
could
just
do
thought the
that.
clones
Oh, yeah, that is-
went crazy.
Honestly, that kind of is a little bit because I'm low key afraid that we're on a Sith ship at the moment. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna
Okay.
And you guys
Yeah,
have no
okay.
idea what the fuck.
Yeah, we don't know what's
Okay, go
going
ahead.
on. Stop
Well,
fighting me.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying out of character. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna step out, pull back my hood, and show my lightsaber.
Oh,
Member
shit.
of the Jedi Order, I would prefer that this goes smoothly.
You ignite your lightsaber. The guard's like, oh shit, oh fuck! He falls over backwards and he runs for the door.
Talon stops him
gonna-
at the door.
I'm gonna de-ignite my lightsaber and say, "You don't want to hurt
everyone.
you."
Cut his legs off.
The ship is well aware.
Can't run
of
away
your
with no
presence.
legs.
Wait,
I
how?
look over at him and I said,
Stop
"Wow,
barking
aren't
at
you
me.
subtle?"
You don't want to leave the room so that you can't bark at me. It's not my fault.
But not Stanbot. Talon, you see a fairly large
Fuck do you want?
complement of guards coming down the hall.
Let's
Oh,
not shoot at them, by the way.
I look over at Deba, congratulations, you've made it worse. We gotta go.
Talon,
We gotta go.
No, I don't.
Hold
think
on,
we
hold
made
on,
it
hold on.
worse.
I got a
think they're just
I've got a quick
confused,
question.
rightfully
So first off, I just got a quick question. How is the entire ship aware of Stanbot
because the
being here?
comlink thing, remember?
We're
Yeah, but
already communicating.
IG has a comm jammer. I mentioned that at the start.
You can't just activate it. The other guy was already activating the comlink when they found you.
Listen,
Yeah.
we gotta
It was
go.
already a thing.
Well, I
We
think
gotta
Joe
go.
should get to use the should get to roll to see if he can activate it. I'm just saying.
Regardless, let's just continue.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Listen. I
I
know
don't think we're
you're-
escaping this.
Listen.
I hate to
listen,
tell you.
Shh. Hey, We are on a ship. We have no idea where we are. Your little trick has now got everyone's attention. Let's at least not be here when they come.
So
Yep.
what are the guys that I see? What are they wearing?
They have pretty decent armor on. It's like a laminate.
What are they?
I'm
What are like their
not-
weapons and whatnot?
I'm not sticking around. You could choose to
Weapons
follow.
look
I'm just
unfamiliar
like,
to you.
You
but
guys
the
don't
blasters-
see it. You guys don't see them. I do.
Yeah, we don't see them coming. We don't know.
The
Yeah, I
blasters
know.
look unfamiliar to you. But it's not like they're completely different from what you've seen.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek into the
Warren.
hallway. That
Talon's gonna disrupt the soldiers. He's gonna appear behind them, like let them pass, and then step out behind them and call out to them.
I thought you stopped the guy in the doorway, and if you did that, you can do one or the
No,
other.
I didn't realize Alex was actually letting me move around the ship, so I thought I was still at the
No.
doorway.
I'm
Well,
gonna
is
peek.
that how this
I'm gonna
goes?
peek while that's happening. I'm peeking out the doorway, just because
Yeah.
I don't want to be in this room, so I'm gonna probably leave. If
I'm
it's
gonna follow him, but before
I guess
I
we're
do
gonna
that,
follow.
I'm going to steal one of the protocol droids' heads.
Okay.
Okay.
Make
but
a hard
okay.
mechanics check because you're gonna have to do it quickly.
Oh, okay.
Wait, this steal critical choice.
Oh, you just gave me all of those.
Oh, sorry.
just gonna
You don't need
steal
those.
gonna steal a head. In the middle of-
Steal the head, steal the head.
So yeah, I don't know if you guys saw my Discord message on like Saturday. I'm pretty much ignoring like canon now.
Yeah, we.
It gets too confusing.
This one.
I
is
think-
Well,
There's
depending
still
on
gonna be
which point.
things.
You
Still
failed.
gonna be things and stuff that seem familiar just because it's
Yeah,
easy
you
to
failed.
inspire.
Yeah, you failed.
You failed.
That was not an
Okay,
error.
you did not quite get it. Standbot kind of like pulls you away from the protocol droid as you just reach out.
We're like,
In the
we're
air,
going.
you're still trying to take it off.
Okay, so I guess we hop out into the hallway now
I'm
as they
looking
show
into
up.
the
I would
hallway
assume.
first. Yeah, I'm looking. into
You
the hallway
enter,
first.
yeah. You look into the hallway and you see. You open the doors and you look up, because the guard is like a head taller than you. It's in front of the door, and they're
Hey.
right in front of you, acting like a
Hey.
wall.
Wait,
Hey
so
guys, yeah, the inventory, yeah, it's all checked. The inventory is good.
Just.
I'll let you go in there. I'll be out of my way.
wait,
Yeah,
so
they-
did I not see the guards in the hallway?
I told you did. You saw them passing by you.
Okay, I
He-
said
and
I
he
wanted to.
also said he jumped out
I
behind
stepped
them.
out behind them and called out to them.
Okay, you see only a couple of guys at the door.
Yes.
Let them chase after you, Talon.
I wasn't chasing after them. I was trying to talk to them.
Okay, what are you gonna say to them?
What in blazes is going on here? You're making such a racket.
What?
So, okay. So there's like a guard at the door, and then a few behind them, and Talon's yelling at them from behind them.
It's in a different
couple of the
hallway.
guards approach. Okay. You can talk. You can talk to our boss. I don't even know what to think of this situation. I'm gonna lock you up for a little bit. I'm gonna have to confiscate your weapons, but you can. This is above my pay grade.
Who's he saying
Can
that
it just be
to?
another Thursday? Can it just be another Thursday?
Who is he saying that to, Alex?
To Talon.
Well, he doesn't know that I'm with the guys that
That's exactly it. He
That's
doesn't
what I'm
recognize
saying.
You either. He doesn't recognize you either.
Have you forgotten?
Considering the fact that that guy knew the mechanic, I would say that there's probably not a whole lot of people on the ship.
I can somewhat agree to that, but I'd like to know where I am. Did you kidnap me or something?
The other guard's like, this guy high on death sticks? Maybe.
I mean, I've put down a couple death stick dealers in my day, but
Don't listen to him. Just come with us. We'll get you some food, but we're gonna have to lock you up.
I don't need
You
any
can
food.
be
I pull out
reasonable
my
about this.
canteen and take a sip. It's like I don't need any food. I need to know where I am. I was speaking to this red dude with a spiky head, and then now I'm here.
Man,
What?
he really revealed
What
a
are you
lot.
guys? Are you guys like
Yeah.
working with the Mandalorians or something to take us captive and sell us as slaves or
Yeah,
something?
Shoot. Oh, no.
I think you might.
God.
This guy is really out of it.
By the
I
way,
know.
Alex, this would be a fun moment. I don't know what time period we're actually in, but they may not even know what species I am.
True.
I don't know if they would not know.
They probably just think you're some drug-addled stowaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, they're gonna call. I know exactly what they're gonna call you.
Well, Aiden, do you know when your species was discovered?
I think it was exactly 1,000 BBY. I'll guarantee. I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it should actually
so
be
what's
in
happening at the
my.
door then?
So, anyways, I'm talking about. Oh yeah, inventory. It's all stocked. All good. You can check it, look over it. You'll find everything you need.
Hey Alex, what do I know about Corvette starships? Like, can I roll a knowledge check to remember?
With their mechanics, you know they're a good size. Some of them are smaller than others.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're pretty variant on size.
Yeah.
But you're guessing by the size of this cargo hold that it's a pretty big one.
Okay.
So you'd expect probably a crew of about 200 could come here.
Okay, so I'm gonna take command
Based
of
on
the
cargo.
situation a little bit. You guys ready for this to go poorly? Because it's going to.
You just see me look over at you, wiggle my eyes.
They don't.
like,
They have weapons out, but they're not actively pointing at you. They seem pretty reasonable. They're just.
Okay.
I don't know what to think about what the hell's happening.
Look. I'm referring to the guards in front. Look, I'm a Jedi working under the Order under direct commands of
Just hear
General
me sigh
Yoda.
while he's doing this.
If
Yeah,
you
Jedi
continue,
card every time.
I expect.
I swear.
I would like to know where we are, and what's going on.
You're aboard a ship,
Okay, we figured that one out. Thank you, genius.
and we're going to put you in our storage and our modified. It's a prison. One of my. It's pretty much a prison.
Ooh, prison.
Oh, and then
Prison.
We'll make sure you get an audience with the captain. We can figure the situation out.
Who are you?
I don't want to get
affiliated
on the
with?
bad side of Jedi.
I turn
Yeah.
around and I'm like, oh look, a Jedi. I totally didn't notice him.
I'm gonna smack him upside the head. I'm just gonna smack him upside the head.
Make a persuasion.
Against who?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be
Nick?
persuasion, but yeah, make a deception. It's gonna be a head in 3 purples.
Nick, go.
Watch this. They're gonna be all blank. I am not a persuasion or a deception guy.
Yeah, that's cunning. You're not good at that.
Nope. All right, we're getting 3 purples.
So while Nick's getting ready for that to go, I'm gonna go and say, I accept those terms. I'm keeping my weapons on me though. I have no plans of resisting.
Ooh, I'll do mechanic stuff around here if you don't put me in the fake prison.
Nick, you failed.
I
Yeah,
failed.
they don't believe you.
So, Alex, the
Oh,
time
right,
that it
yeah.
ended at was 902 BBY.
That's when you were discovered.
That's when the Jedi made first contact with them, and I
Okay.
imagine the Jedi were probably the ones.
The
to-
guard's looking at you like, what the fuck is that?
That's very rude. I have a name. My name is Talon. What is? Sorry. What is the confusion about this one?
Are you wearing a costume?
Nah.
This one is wearing a power suit.
Hey,
Do you
Talon,
not know
I'm
what
gonna
this one
yell
is?
over.
I think I'm in a separate hallway from you.
Yeah.
Is he? I
You're
thought he
down
was,
the
like-
hall a bit.
Okay, so I can't notice. Then never mind then.
I just sigh again and like, all right, yeah, you got me.
This
I don't belong
Okay,
here.
the Jedi can keep his weapon, but we're taking the rest of yours. Once you talk to the captain, we've arranged everything. You can get him back.
Can I keep my mechanics kit?
Oh,
this
Yeah.
this one wants to know: Are we
No,
still in the
you might-
Republic, or are we
How
in
to
the?
attack us, you know.
What?
Just
Nah.
let him. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it sounds like at the very least they're not gonna gut us, so I
No,
hand
they-
over my dueling pistol.
These guys seem very. We're just as confused as they are. I would rather not get on their bad side at the moment.
This one would like to know where we are. Are we in Republic space right now?
We'll figure that out later, Talon. Let's go.
Are you even okay? I
Let's
wasn't
just say
sure
we're
if we've
together
met
at
up
this
or
point.
not yet.
You're
Yeah,
down
let's
the
just
hall.
say-
They can hear your conversation, but you're down the hall.
Alright.
This one wants to know if we're in. Are we in the Republic? Are we in CIS space? Hut space?
What? The strange beast is saying some. What's CIS? What CIS is? I think it's a new band.
So
I'm
you
gonna be
rec.
very confused.
No,
So
don't-
you-
don't worry about it.
So
Don't
you
worry about it.
recognize the Republic then?
Our friend drinks a lot, right? He tends
Yes,
to
don't
talk
worry
about
about him.
things that he doesn't understand. So
And
let's just do your captain, and
Yes,
we'll
let's get moving.
We'll take console from there.
Okay, well, we'll just.
If you know of
we're
the
not gonna
Republic,
restrain
then
you. I'm not going to fight a Jedi. Just come with us.
I
We
hope they
will
don't
come.
try to restrain the barbell. That's a bad idea.
I'm
No, they're
gonna.
not going to because
Let's
they
say-
think you're with them.
Yes. Okay.
You are.
Okay, so we've made it to the hold at this point.
They lead you through the ship. It's fairly well kept. It is rather large. It takes you about 4 minutes of walking to get to makeshift prison. Door puts you in a cell and just leave you to your devices. It's a pretty dark room. There is one single light that's dim lit. They took your weapons except the Jedi's lightsaber.
Lightsabers, but they only know that I have one, so it doesn't matter.
I mean,
Um,
so this is where we got to get technical here. Okay. So first off, did they take my generic lightsaber because we haven't crafted the weird ones yet in storyline. And second, did they take my gloves?
took your gloves.
So they could tell the gloves were weapons.
Yes.
Did they take my mechanics kit or not?
No.
They left it for.
Yeah.
Alright.
So they took my A280, my electrostack, and my gloves. Okay.
I'm just sitting here like
So
trying to piece together what the fuck just happened.
so. Talon,
Yeah, next to
mentioned
you,
the
They
CIA.
put you in one cell. The cell next to you has a human and a Rhodian sitting in a cell.
Alright,
Oh.
I lean over and I'm like, so what are you guys in for?
Mando, are you alive?
I'm here.
Kuna, repeat yourself if you can.
I lean over to the adjacent cell, I assume, and I just say, so what are you guys in here for?
Smuggling. On the run to the central systems, and I got caught by these guys.
Yeah.
Who are
who
these
they?
guys, by the way?
No idea. They just swooped me up. I think they said something about the huts, but
Oh, great.
Talon gets to roll a discipline check.
Oh, great. Oh, fine.
Wait, isn't that
Can
when
I-
you're in the presence of a hut?
No, it's whenever I hear the noise. He's talking about these guys are hut. These guys are working with the huts. So Talon has to see if he has the willpower to not rip his way out of the cell.
I'm just gonna get the force power ready. Should I just roll it? Should I?
What's
roll
the
it?
difficulty gonna be, Alex? I mean, they did just mention it, so
Yeah, probably not like super
It's
high.
normal.
normal. So is that 2 or is that 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two
That's
purple.
Okay.
So to the rest of us, this giant lizard man just goes.
So Talon does not succeed, but he got an advantage. So I'm gonna go ahead and say he's not gonna be ticked off here, but he's very keen and interested about the hut thing now.
Okay, I got enough to calm you down regardless. So.
So he's gonna stick his
You
head through the
flare
bar.
up for a moment.
I do a alright. While he's flaring up, I do a little slur. I'm like, "What did you do to get yourself tangled with the hut?"
well, when you're running goods for the wrong guys, the competitors seem to pick you up sometimes. So.
Who were you running goods for, by the way?
Well, I'm typically doing freelance jobs, going from company to company. When when my stay has run out, if you will. So, you know.
Hey,
the
you.
Small-time gang.
Friendo, you said you think these guys are working for the Huts? What?
I mean, that's all I heard when they threw me in the cell, and I've been here for days.
I
Can
see.
you tell me? Can you tell me what day it is?
I've lost track of time myself.
I thought you've only
I
been here
see.
a couple days.
Well, so I got a question.
To my best.
How does
did
Spencer react to
people-
seeing the barbell?
How did people how did you measure time before BBY? Because that's how like everyone refers
It's-
to it.
True. I have
It-
no
Real
clue.
life, but what would it be like for someone who's actually living? It wouldn't be
let me
BBY
look.
because that's you don't know that's happened.
Why do we call it before Battle of Yavin? I don't know, man. Some
Because
weird
it's, like, the
Jedi
biggest
prophecy.
moment. Oh yeah, I guess.
Why
you
don't we
could
just
go
say
back.
Why don't we just say Galactic Standard Time? I mean, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up actually.
Sure.
Galactic
Actually,
Standard Calendar.
I
Before
kind of
this,
like that one name.
the Treaty of Coruscant in 3000 it can be used. That was 3,635 BBY. So if it's after that, you would count up in ATC. Or after the Treaty of Coruscant.
Man, imagine if we did time that way. That'd be fucking crazy. After the Treaty of Paris. After the Treaty of Paris. Wait, which one? Which one?
Yeah.
So
and that
what year
seems-
was that? What year was that?
If it was after 3,653 BBY, it would count up from that year until the Battle of Yavin happened, I guess.
Does that mean the Clone
And-
Wars technically happened with that calendar?
Yeah, that technically happened ATC.
Oh, okay. So we don't even need to
Sorry,
adjust to the time. We'd know it.
Yeah, we would, but just so that Alex knows.
it's- So, Mando responds
I also don't know
With-
what gangs existed at this time besides the Huts.
with
It's Rex's cartel.
23
I was gonna say the pipes.
ETC.
It would be 23. Wait, who pipes up with that?
Bando 23 ATC.
23 ATC,
What?
do you say? Are you on? Are you high?
I mean, he's
Uh,
a
Talon's eyes kind of widen. This would explain
Not on the job.
things.
It's over 3,000 ATC.
Well, I mean, it's just not
Stanbot,
true.
when this
Yeah?
one spoke with the guards earlier, they didn't know what this one was.
Wait a
This-
second.
The
That
the
should-
Jedi Order didn't make contact with this one species until, oh fuck, whatever 903 BBY is in that calendar, I don't fucking know.
It would be like 2,700 something.
Until like 2,700 ATC.
Bando for things in context and stuff, it was really hard to know exactly everything in this like time. You will just kind of know things. So when
That
when
sounds good.
scenarios come up where you need information, you'll be able to say it, and we'll just go as that needed.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So, yeah, cool times. Great times.
Can we? What the? I'm physically like not understanding what's going on.
I look over at you, at Stanbot. I'm like, so you care to explain what your wonky like magic shit has gotten us into?
This one has
Yes,
brain
I do.
damage and already knows what's going on.
I wish I could explain it, but I feel like we're back in.
Someone has brain damage already.
This one can explain if you need it to.
I
Okay.
think I understand, unfortunately.
So, do you
We're
guys
beating
just
around the bush.
normally just jump through time? Is that
No,
like,
that is not
thing?
normal.
Talon's
Okay.
eyes kind of glaze over. Wait. This one realizes there are less huts in this time. This one realizes it's much
Much.
easy.
Unfortunately,
Pod racing.
Can
Yeah,
I
pod
can we flip a
race
destiny
betting.
point to have? Can we flip a destiny point just to have some random Jedi archive about a sporting event?
What we should have hang on, we should have Jedi records about Bascula and
Well-
whatnot. So maybe you found one in there. So yeah, we could
mean,
arguably
we-
flip one.
I mean, it would make sense for me to know like some famous event. It probably wouldn't be around this time, but like
This
the
one,
great pod race of 1,670 ATC.
Canmark was a pod racer once upon a time, so he probably would have mentioned that at one point.
this one
Yeah.
remembers Master Skywalker did pod racing as a child.
Would you?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
imagine
think he was.
well, I feel like because I remember him being a good pilot and whatnot was well established, and I just kind of assumed that him doing pod
Canmark
racing
was
as a
pod
kid
racer.
might have
If you
been.
want to flip a destiny point for this, necessary thing, sure.
I mean, look at how many we have.
Oh, yeah, that's totally fine. I'll take as many as I can get.
I'm gonna do that.
This one wants to know if this is related to gambling. Mr.
You know that Canmark wins a big pot in a pod race.
Okay, let's put it. Let's get back
What
on
do you
track
want?
here. Before I go off on about how absurd this is, can we take a minute and realize we are currently on a ship heading towards the syndicate that we have absolutely no affiliation with.
This one has an
And we are-
affiliation. Cracks knuckles.
And we are also several thousand years in the past.
Right, I think that's a bigger point.
This one is excited.
Yes, I can't. I have I have no magic. I cannot suddenly will us back in time. Can you? I don't know if can you do that? Stand by.
Can I go back in time? No,
Yes.
not
Can we
normally.
go? No, we can't go.
I,
Okay.
I never have done this before, I must say. So,
Okay,
You've
then
done it
let-
once to your experience.
Okay.
Hey, you there. What's your name?
Bando.
Bando. This one's name is Talon. This one has temporary brain damage. This is why this one speaks like this.
Glad to hear it.
Hopefully,
he's from a race that hasn't
hopefully
been discovered
temporary.
Yet, apparently.
I assume
Doesn't that
that.
leave you guys the ideal opportunity to discover?
This one,
Oh, true.
this
we
one-
can change history.
Okay. Can we get out of the ship first? I assume since you're caught here, hopefully you have some kind of plan
Do
to
we have an escape
not-
ship?
Here.
be dead.
Quite frankly,
Look.
I was hoping to talk my way out of it once we get to our destination, but if you have a better
Yeah.
idea,
Here.
Anyways-
First things
Look,
first,
Tuna,
we can try
I
to
would
break
not-
out of
What's
the
up, Bruno?
cells.
I would not attempt
Oh.
to do that. We are dealing with people that lived 3,000 years before we were born. We have no clue where we are, who we're dealing with.
This
would
one
go
can handle
very
the
bad.
cells.
So you wish to just sit here and do nothing?
We have something going on with their captain, I
not
would
really a
assume.
fighter.
They claim that they didn't. Look, I told them I'm a
That makes
Jedi.
two
The
of
Jedi
us.
existed this long ago. If I can get in contact with the Jedi Order, we might be able to get ourselves out of this easily.
Anyways, this one wants to know Mr.
Hey,
Bando.
Let me also put it this way: your Jedi Order doesn't know you exist yet. They don't know who you are. What if they say, "Okay, well, let's see if he's a Jedi," and they're like, "Oh, we don't know this guy."
This
And then
one,
they just ice you.
Shit.
this
You're right.
this
What
one
about
would
that?
like to point out that there were many more Jedi during this period, and us being undocumented would not be that strange.
Also true. I feel like we would know that. Just
Yeah,
This one also
this
assumes
this
that
one was
history is
trained in the old ways, so not in the old ways, but as an old way style with a bunch of kids following a master. So instead of Yoda teaching us how to fight.
Okay.
That makes sense, but I still don't like it.
it'll be
Um,
fine. Don't worry about it.
This
I'll
this
get
one
on
wants
that
to
list.
know, Mr. Bando. What are the current events and major events in the system? Like, is there something going on with like red people or the Mandalorians or like some dude named Revan?
You know, that's a great question.
Yeah, so
You don't know?
what he knows, what he does know. I have a whole thing here. Just gave me things I figured you guys would ask him.
Yeah, which is a good assumption.
That's a great question. Pulls out notepad. Let's see here.
Well, you gotta flip through my ebook. on
Hey, it's
Internet.
like someone time traveled back in time to 2020 and asked what's going on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
You
pull up
Oh
my phone.
boy, that would be
It's a lot.
You need
that
a
would suck. Just go back.
Just
Yeah,
keep
go
going.
back. Why are you keep going? Either go farther back where it's good, or go back and hopefully it gets better.
I remember the 80s. They're not, it's worse.
Pull up this one little, okay?
Alright.
All right. Well, let's.
Kiwis, frozen mangoes, strawberries.
Thanks.
Hmm?
My
Alright,
dad
so-
will talk to me, sorry.
Let-
Yeah, the Republic is the Republic is around. Jedi Order is around. It's doing pretty well. There's a large Sith Empire though growing around. Like there's a constant struggle between Sith and Jedi.
Oh shit.
He knows about. And his Bando's travels, he definitely would have seen some of those conflicts because it's pretty much happening all over the place.
This one was trained for this.
There's rumors of a growing danger in the outspace areas. That's just myth, and there's a few stories about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonder if that has anything to do with all this.
Do you
time
know?
bullshit?
So we're going to a hut. Do you know who? Bando?
It
Which-
might be worth it just to
Yeah,
have
that's
me
also
talk
a
to.
great question, but I do not know.
Look, if we're
again,
talking to a
I just
hut,
heard
it might
rumors.
be.
I just heard rumors from the guards about the huts.
This one wants to know.
Definite on it.
Yeah. So what happened with Bando? Like he was intercepted by this ship. He does know the ship name. That too.
Do I know the size of the ship?
Bando knows the
earlier.
ship name, but Alex doesn't.
It's a pretty big. It's a pretty big ship. No, I do know the name. I wanted to know if you wanted to say it or I can do it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and say it.
Yeah, you guys are aboard the Sky Princess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You did
That's
send
a
me that,
name.
Okay.
Is the name.
The Sky Princess.
I need to
Yeah.
not look into that because I almost just googled that.
Yeah,
The
that'll be
Sky
that.
Princess?
Turn
That
6
could
search on
be.
for that one.
Again, like I did add
Yeah.
some things are from like comic books or lore and stuff because it gives me a good frame of what existed during that time. Then it helps just keep continuity. Like just some future tech is not all over the place.
So
But again, like anything that sounds familiar, it's gonna be completely different.
So you were gonna talk your way out of it. What was your plan? What were you gonna say?
Well, I mean, I guess my rap sheet isn't that good considering I was captured, but I'm typically a good pilot, so I was hoping I could, pay off my debts to them by doing a job.
Work
This
that
one
angle?
wants to know what your
Look,
debts
if
are.
we're dealing with a hut, it would be better if I talked to them alone.
No, this one wants to talk to them.
And Bando's
very
able to
certain,
inform you that the ship is on way to a rendezvous point.
Okay.
Let's
Let's just wait for their boss at this point.
I feel like we should have a couple different ideas on what to do going in.
Okay, so we should. I'll go and talk to them. I still have my communicator. Would they have their communicators?
Oh, Talon's going with you.
All right.
No,
you
you're not
talk.
going with me.
You
Okay,
can't
if-
stop
Because
me.
you need to break them out of prison and cause havoc if things go to shit.
I'm pretty sure, if need be, since we both have sealed suits, right? We do both have sealed suits.
Yes.
I could punch a hole through the cockpit window, and while everyone gets sucked out by the depressurization, we isolate the sector and free our friends.
Or I could fuck with the ship.
Hey, I like that idea too. I feel
Talon,
gun.
Talon
Give me
does
an
not
idea.
want to. If there are huts on the line, Talon is not just gonna sit in the cell.
You're not gonna get any access point from a prison because, well, wait, did they say it was a makeshift prison? Like
Yeah,
a-
they did. It's a
Okay,
cargo
so
bay.
here- Maybe we'll get to work on looking to see if there are any access points in this new makeshift prison. If they would have just left it there, if they would not have done that, I do not know. Okay, You said you were gonna go to meet with this guy and talk with him with your whole order and business. Survey the area as you're going through. If you see anything of interest, put it to us through communicator. I assume they didn't take our comms and all that stuff.
I mean, they probably took our big comm box, but I would assume the small ones we could have hidden well enough that they wouldn't notice.
There's a stealth check for that. For finding comms specifically.
Also, would they have even recognized our comms as comms?
I have no fucking idea.
They
I'm
wouldn't.
looking at that, a lot is not known.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Let's
So
just
it's
say
kinda
they didn't
made up
even.
as we go along.
Let's
but
say
they do
for-
have comm links. They probably look a little bit different, maybe a little more streamlined. but
Okay, they probably wouldn't notice that what we had were comms. They would have just thought it was something random then. Maybe? Would you agree with that, Alex? I don't care either way.
I mean, these guys didn't even take your lightsaber, so they don't really
True.
they don't really care. They're not. They just wanted to end this so that they wouldn't, get in trouble and that they wouldn't die.
I want to know how they identified my gloves as weapons.
They did.
Well, no, part of the thing is they're supposed to be hard to
So
identify.
I guess we'll just plan and wait at this
Yes, if you see access points, exit entry points as you're going through, just let us know as you're going through the infrastructure. It's just,
point. Yeah, if I found, so basically, I'm gonna come up with a way to through knocks and clicks, as we're walking, to tell them the hangar's here, or something like that.
Oh boy, he really wants those gloves, huh?
I do.
Okay, so
All right, that's set up. If your little thing fails, then we'll get something figured out on this end. Just let us know areas that you see as you're walking.
As you're
Okay.
prepping to do all this, a few guards enter. They look familiar. The ones you interacted with before. Okay, Captain can see you now.
how many of us?
Make sure you get at the smuggler,
Hey, smuggler.
the
come with
Rhodian.
us.
Pick up the Rhodian too.
Smuggler
I'm going.
Rhodian. So no, you have to stay here.
Aw, for real?
Yeah, we need
He's-
to
he-
break out.
they want all of you to come.
Oh, they want
Oh.
all of us. Okay, never mind then.
Oh,
Well, that plan failed.
Yeah.
yeah, that went down the shitter. Okay.
Gotta adapt. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
All right, I'm just gonna keep an eye on the hallways and all the doors.
Yeah,
and
keep
passing.
significant track of the layout of the
Two
ship.
guards are standing in front of you, leading you, and two guards are behind. Halls are somewhat narrow, so you can't just move aside them if you're just pushed through. Alan might be able to bulldoze his way.
Might.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Look at
honestly,
the guard.
you can bulldoze your way.
What's the pay?
Wait, hold on. Are these? I just gotta ask this because I don't know how ships change very much, but how tall are these corridors in comparison to me?
You
Once
got-
again,
you got a
7 foot
little
tall
bit of
power
clearance.
suit. Am I nearly
Got some
touching?
clearance.
Okay, I'm nearly touching the ceiling though.
You are quite close though.
Okay.
As you're coming through, you see some barracks. You see a couple of escape pods as you're going through too, on the side.
I know the escape pods.
It's
are
like storage closets.
Yeah.
You see a big place with a mechanic in it, and and that mechanic is talking to two mercs. So your sensors are broken. The two guys you heard earlier. And you keep walking through. Minutes later, you reach these clean metal blast doors. Probably the cleanest part of the ship.
So since I didn't have to use that roll from before, can I just stock that up to fix Talon if he has to go crazy? Because
Sure.
okay. I mean,
Um,
I could re-roll it. I would not be opposed. I'm just wondering.
The guards, the guard in front of you, knocks in a rhythmic pattern. The doors open. On the other side, you see a large cockpit with screens on the side with members sitting at them, messing with different things, checking in on different parts of the ship.
I got a
The center
question.
is an immaculately kept and elegant chair with a man lounging back on it.
Talon wants to know if this is the same looking ship as the one we killed that one guy for.
One we killed.
Where we
The
found
one
the
that we
HK
killed
droid.
for-
No,
Yeah.
no, that one was.
Because
that was
you said that was a really old one. So
Yeah, no. that
No,
makes sense.
it's not this. Good question though, because I do bring things.
When we go up to meet him, I greet him with some respectful bow, but I don't go too low so I can keep my own dignity. Small flavor.
I go, hey, what's up?
I
He
look over.
spins
I'm-
around.
I'm just kind of face
Spins
palming.
around, revealing a very well dressed, suave-looking gentleman.
I give him. I say, greetings to you and your ship. we are but stowaways.
This one
perhaps
didn't.
we
Strange
could-
This
stowaways,
one
you're
didn't
not
stow
staying.
away.
Perhaps we could negotiate our terms of being boarded on your fine
You know,
vessel.
you're
This
not
one-
very
Make
good
a
at this
proposal.
whole
How
introduction.
did
thing.
you? How,
You're making a
how
proposal
did
to
you
the
manage to board my vessel?
This one wants to
believe
know
it.
why you kidnapped it.
We would love
What?
to know as well.
Talon's
What
convinced.
are you?
Range.
As if
Hmm?
noticing you for the first time, his relaxed demeanor changes for just a second, where he breaks by the sheer dumbfoundedness of your entire existence.
Oh, Alex, I just realized something. Shorba's species wouldn't exist either at this period in time.
Don't you
'cause-
live? Don't you live in a core world though?
No, okay, so Shorba's
That's
half
right, because yeah,
half Yabith, and they were created by like this basically nuclear fallout on their planet, and that hasn't happened yet.
Well, don't
They're
don't
like
you still look
healthy-
like a normal Bith though, for the most part?
Only kind of. I guess like if someone only knew what a Biff was in theory, they might think that Shorba's a Biff. Anyway,
But anyone that's actually seen one would be confused.
yeah.
I will say this guy has seen.
I'd assume they think you're just diseased. Like, I mean, wouldn't that make
The
sense?
barbell, there's nothing like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, the barbell, there's no.
Trandoshans don't have tails, and I think that would be the closest thing. I don't know how
And
soon they
they're
were
small.
designed. This one is Talon. That is all this one has to say to it. This one wants to know why two
I'm
Jedi.
curious. I'm
Why-
really curious how you avoid if you got here by a ship, I would have avoided our scanners.
This
I
one's-
go over to Standbot and say, yeah, perhaps you might want to clarify that for our host.
What did he ask? I was reading something.
He wants to know how we jammed his scanners in order to get on here.
I'd also like to point out that IG is a very different droid from anything that would exist during this time, so they
Very
might be
true,
baffled
also.
by him too.
Yes, he'd be surprised by both, but he's especially surprised at the giant ass barbell
So-
with insane armor.
Hey, Alex, I'm gonna have to go. I have to go pick up people.
Okay, you go pick up people.
Okay.
Stay safe, explorer.
He's on a mission.
And he's gone. Like the wind.
Okay. So, shoot, I don't even know how to approach this. I'm just kind of like thinking to myself. So, still can't think of anything.
We were all hammered. Start with that.
You were drugged.
So last thing I remember, we were sitting in a bar, and some strange horned man with red tattooed skin came up to us. And then suddenly we woke up on your ship.
There was
So,
a
does that Brock drugged you? Threw you on my ship.
Something of the like, maybe. It must have been something quite strong. Well,
We
for
were-
these guys at least. I kind of woke up a long time ago, but kept myself hidden.
yeah. You have more vigor than the rest of us. Hey, I can tell you, I can hold down at least 3 or 4.
I'm gonna quiet him as soon, just to make sure that he doesn't say something that
Just
shouldn't
my
exist.
kind of man.
Talon's getting fed up with this, and he doesn't have the intellect to have any tact at this point. So he's just gonna give a sigh and be like, "This one was told that the year is what was the year again? Like 3,000. Sorry,
23,
23
23 ATC.
ATC, yes.
Is this one correct on that?
yes.
This one shouldn't exist for another 3,000 years. Neither should these
I
fellows.
don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah,
listen,
this one doesn't
That's
think
fine.
you
I need
would.
I don't need you for your sanity. I needed you for your brawn. Well, you definitely would have it.
So
I need you for something slightly different.
This one is interested. This one wants to know who you work for first, though.
Oh, well, you're about to meet him. As he gestures towards the windows in the cockpit, a massive ship comes into view.
Ooh.
This one wants to know the name.
Let's help it out.
In order to
I
be
got a
respectful, of
picture.
course.
Wait, name of him?
Yeah, to be respectful of the boss who this guy works for. Talon wishes to know the
Oh,
name.
you're not asking his name, you're asking his boss.
I would.
I mean, I'd like to know his name too, but
Spencer.
Oh,
Trent.
I am.
That was a misclick.
I am. I am Andronikos. Who are you?
this one is Talon. Pleased to meet you, Androlikos. What is the name of your boss?
Oh well, technically, I have a lot.
This
This
boss.
one isn't necessarily my boss. Just one that I have. It's just an individual that I have a lot of debts to.
I see.
We thank you for not shuttling us out to space immediately. That would be bad for our party.
Huh.
You didn't hurt my men. There's no reason for us to hurt you.
Yes, I am
Right.
on a. Beyond what this crazy man next to me, he must be still under the effects of the drugs. I am currently on a mission from the Jedi Council, and I would very much like to know when I could get dropped off for that. I would assume you would not want to be on the bad side of the Jedi at the current moment, given the situation. That could lead to some very poor things for you.
Damn.
Are you
This one.
threatening him aboard his
I
ship?
don't want
I
any
just-
You're
issues with
threatening
Jedi.
Bullshit.
You know, you won't have to deal with me much longer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull up a picture of
This one doesn't do drugs.
And
Talon
I
just kind of
elbow
grunts.
is threatening him.
I elbow Standbot. I'm like. his
Oh,
job has to be-
Ooh, if we're elbowing
Yeah,
Sandbot, let
but-
Talon do it, so we have to roll to see if Sandbot goes flying across the room or not.
No, please no.
I'm gonna elbow Standbot and be like, wow, very tactful of you. I thought you were supposed
Talon's
to
not allowed to make. Talon just like this one's not allowed to make threats, but you are.
Look,
Yeah,
these are strange.
I'll check
Look,
it
these are
out.
strange times. I have no clue what's going on.
This one isn't even in the right time.
So I go ahead and I just continue to speak to him. I say, okay, don't mind the failed tact of my friends. In any case, we are all curious as to what kind of services you would wish for us to employ for you.
Not for me. Don't worry about it. You're in good hands.
Interesting.
Okay then.
That's great.
What is your highest? What would this be against? Who has the highest perception?
Probably Joe, just
I'm
off of
gonna
the
go
first test.
deception against deception. Who has the highest deception?
I have 2 greens and a blue.
I have a yellow and a green.
I have 2 greens.
Green.
2 green.
I'm hearing yellow and green being the highest.
With a boost, maybe for
Yeah,
no
and a
reason.
boost. So we'll do yellow, green, and a boost. So red, a purple, and a black.
Yeah, because he definitely has the highest. Oh wait, no, not deception. He has highest perception, but
I
probably
was
not.
about to say, it'd be interesting
Well,
if
I have
IG
highest.
had that.
IG has the highest perception. I'm pretty sure. 'Cause he's got like what 3 yellows or something, Joe, or
Yeah.
2 yellows and a boost. I don't remember.
Oh my god, my tabletop does not work. Oh, you were working.
What's the
You're
roll?
the chosen one.
Back on again?
You were
You're
supposed
the
to.
chosen one.
You're supposed to destroy the Sith, not join it.
Hey, it's working again. Okay. A red, a purple, black, and this deception. No.
I have a feeling he has a high deception.
Oh boy.
Why wouldn't he? Yeah.
Oof, that's not a good looking roll. Oof, that's not a good looking roll.
Wow. He's,
This-
yeah,
what-
he's
what-
clearly versed.
Okay,
Hold on,
and
I am now
removed
very
2 setbacks.
interested because how is this man both a pilot and a?
He's not a pilot. He's the
Not a
captain.
He was
Oh,
just
captain.
he was sitting on a chair like this.
He's the captain, yeah.
Alex, I removed 2 setbacks. Does that help us at all?
No.
Hold on.
I can add a couple. I could roll.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd
man.
say he's pretty good on his deception
I'd say
check.
he
Yeah.
very much succeeds in
If
that.
you wanna use your setback or something, I'll just add a setback roll.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that doesn't really help us at all.
Let's just
Okay.
push that.
Yeah. He says, I don't worry. It's all.
Okay.
And we suddenly don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. All right. Well, how should I address your employer?
We'll do the talk. There it is.
Okay. So I guess we will wait then.
It's for your own safety.
This one bets Sith are involved. That or Huts.
Can I sense anything at
Why
the
not
moment?
both?
Like any force presence?
You do not sense presence other than yours and
Other than Talon's.
Talon's.
Well, all right then. Do you have a lodging quarters? I think me and my friends would be most appreciative if we didn't have to spend our time in a box containing unit.
Y'all got on this ship.
Oh, and I'm the one
got
without
into
tact.
captain's quarters, and now you're trying to insinuate yourself into.
I'd also like to ask this about the prison cell real quick, because
Who do you think
I-
you are?
this is consistently being brought up about how huge my character is, but I'm just curious about how we're fitting inside this tiny cell with 8 people, one of which is... Well, no, but when we were in there, 8 people with a giant lizard.
Worry about semantics.
There were
I know
2
how they
separate
do it.
cells.
Yeah, but we...
Yeah, that's kind of the ship you saw. It's
Alex,
it's
grab and
bigger.
thumbnails.
It's the same. It's not the same size as like some of the giant ass clone ships you've seen.
Can I roll to see what I know about that or not?
I'm sorry, did Alex put this somewhere? Oh, that.
Yeah. That's
I don't like how that looks at all.
Neither do I. Hey, listen.
Yeah, roll an average difficulty.
Okay.
Mechanics.
Talon's gonna talk to the Rhodesian. So what are you doing here?
Oh, that went
I-
far away.
I'm unfortunately part of that. He points to the giant ship.
What,
What?
I may have tried to escape.
I see. Is
Who's
would
on
you
that
mind telling
ship?
us what exactly is on that ship? What kind of people?
Was average 2?
It's the Hut cartel, so you know. A
It's
very
what you're gonna expect here.
Oh boy, here it goes!
I already stopped you, so you don't even have to roll.
You stopped me last time.
No, you didn't.
hold on.
You stopped yourself last time, remember? Alex let me bank it.
Okay, I barely did, but I want to
You're
fight
all your
this chick.
mechanics, right?
I want to
What?
fight this chick.
All your mechanics, yeah.
No, is an average difficulty check 2 or?
It's 2, yes, it's 2.
Two purple.
Alright, so 2 threats.
That is quite the success
Whoa,
with
whoa. Okay, let's get
4 net advantage.
There you go. Everything else is your net.
3 net advantage, sorry.
The succeeds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
66.
succeeds.
So you know it's an Isolus class dreadnought. You remember learning about those. They were made surprisingly well, and they're primarily manufactured by Hut Cartel. And they're absolutely massive.
Oh, yeah.
Just for scale, this ship is about 1,200 meters. The Star Destroyers are 1,600.
Ooh.
So this thing is almost Star Destroyer.
Huh.
So-
Star Destroyers are smaller than I thought they were.
I'm starting to sweat a bit.
Yeah, I'm also starting to sweat a bit in the middle of
Hey,
it.
remember where those escape pods were?
I
Wait,
remember
Star
that.
Destroyers are seriously under a kilometer long?
He said 1.6.
1.6.
Okay.
Well, he said this
so
one was, but he said the Star Destroyers were 600 meters, right?
Shorva only
No,
knows.
he did not say that at
He
all.
said this one is 1.2 kilometers. Star Destroyers are 1.6.
Oh.
Okay, so Shorva only knows a little bit about the Huts, but she's definitely spooked because that ship is fucking huge, and if that's a Hut-controlled ship,
It's a warship. So
We break free. Ooh, breaking free is probably not a
so
good. An
I'm not-
escape
it's not
pod's
gonna
probably
I'm
work.
not
not
gonna
saying
save
this
it.
Not gonna
aloud.
work.
Something that I'm thinking, but we're definitely not gonna.
I'm just gonna go and throw this out there. Is Shorba sharing the information that is a Hut vessel?
We We don't know what vessel it is. We just know it's really big, and we're currently going towards it.
Only
so-
Shorva
I know what
knows.
vessel it is.
Okay, cut. I'm just throwing this out there. I want to know if Shorva shares that information because
Wait,
if
wait,
she
hold on.
does, as soon
Hold
as
on.
we step foot on this ship, Talon will go berserk. There, I don't even think there's a role for that.
No,
okay.
we're not stopping you at that point.
Okay, so now that Shorba has realized exactly what kind of ship this is, has she figured out that the captain is trying to throw us for a loop?
I would
No.
say probably. No?
No.
No.
He passed the deception of the highest.
He got a
person.
triumph, too.
But see, the fun part about deception is, see, I'd also like to throw this out there. This is the whole thing about whether or not Shorba shares this information. If Talon is under the impression this man is directly working for the Hut,
Yeah,
he will also have to roll to see if he's going to attack him.
Well, the Rhodian always said he was working for Hut Cartel.
Yeah, so
and
it's
pointed
too
toward the
late.
ship.
Okay
too late for
then.
that, so you
How
have
many
to
people?
roll.
How many people are in the room? What's the difficulty for this?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you trying to?
Jesus Christ.
What do you mean I have to roll? The dude's working for the Huts, Alex. We established this. What's going to be the
no,
difficulty?
Talon's about to go berserk, even if he doesn't have weapons.
Yeah, that's gonna be a red and 3 purple.
I'm still. By the way, I'm still throwing this out there that they shouldn't have been able to take my sap glove at the very least.
Yeah, I would kind of agree. That's a significant perception
I don't
check.
know. They were that like.
Yeah, and like the glove weapons are one part of the thing about them is they're extremely hard to see. So I'd argue I should still have them, but if you don't,
Yeah.
okay, cool, fantastic. All right, so rolling my discipline check.
Wait, so you're just straight up attacking him now? Or you're just gonna...
No,
I
he's figuring
failed.
out
I'm
Yeah,
going.
okay.
I'm.
with a threat. Barely failed. It's
Yeah.
kind of neutral.
2 threats is my failure.
I'm wondering if I
I'll
would stop him or see
say
how
I
badly this
say
goes.
I was saying I would more or less succeed if I had advantage, but I definitely fail if I have threat. So this is I am what's the distance between me and this man? What is the distance between me and this captain guy?
8, 9 feet.
I hear the Rhodinians say huts, and my
I don't
immediately
hear what Alex is saying. Can anyone hear what he's saying?
8 to 9 feet.
8 to 9.
8 to 9 feet? Okay, I believe you mean 0 feet, and I am attacking him. My fist is in his face before this even starts.
My guy's just gonna walk away.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm not-
pull out
I'm
the
not gonna-
lightsaber and get ready.
Alright.
I'm not.
Once you jump out, you go for a punch. Roll your attack.
All right.
Attack was it's gonna be engaged in 2 purple.
Oh, sure.
We gotta upgrade that shit a bit.
Man,
He's
everyone
gonna
we're fighting
be
is in.
dodging.
Oh, he's
So you're
dodging.
gonna get-
He's dodging from inside of a chair.
No.
He stood
it-
up. He's a good greet you.
I
He
want
also,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Then I
And he
accept
will
that.
also be- Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I accept that if he stood up, but I was like, I thought he was still sitting in the
Step
chair.
back,
I'm gonna
Step back.
scream at Talon,
Five.
take him hostage.
3 reds.
2 setback
wait,
and 3
he said He was
reds.
in debt.
Talon doesn't care.
No, I mean, if we took this guy hostage.
We're not afraid of the huts at this point. We're afraid of everyone else on this ship shooting us.
So you said 3 reds and a disadvantage and 2 setbacks.
3 reds, 2 setback.
Okay.
Yep.
And you cannot aim maneuver.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Oh,
that was-
this is an
Oh,
interesting
interesting.
roll.
This is an
So that's a
interesting roll.
success.
Okay, so these 2, and then this one. Okay, I can't use these, which is a bummer. Okay,
I mean,
so
considering you're about to try and murk someone, I
Okay,
would say that using the dark
so-
side is not exactly outside. At this
okay, then you know what? I'll use one of them, to trigger. Ooh, hold on. No,
Obviously,
I'll
you have to
use
take conflict, but I would not say you don't.
I'll
need a
use-
destiny
I'll
point, I would say,
use-
but definitely a conflict.
I'll use both
For
of
2.
those, so I'll take the conflict as a result, and I'll activate the concussive quality on him, which means he cannot act for another turn. Then, so the attack itself will do 10 damage plus a triumph. Alex, how much conflict do I take?
I take 3.
Okay, morality, 1, 2, 3.
And what are you doing with that despair, Alex?
So let's see, what am I going to use this triumph for?
I would wait and see what Alex does with the despair and then try and cancel it.
Try and save yourself, maybe? I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, how do I spend that? Think about how you're gonna spend your triumph. You can't cancel out.
I'd like to use my triumph to
You
take.
can't cancel it out naturally, but you could cancel out the.
See, the
effect
thing
that
is,
you're gonna
I
get
want to
with it.
use my triumph to guarantee that I take him hostage, pretty much. Like, I tase him in the face, and then I, like, basically have a grapple on his neck. But I don't want you to just use despair to make him escape. I'd rather have it, like, I take strain, like, heavy strain, or, like, I get shot by one of his guards or something.
You can choose how to use that regardless, so honestly, just figure out how you're using your triumph.
Which is why it comes down to what Alex is going to do.
I mean, that's kind
That's
of
the way that's the way the GM rolls. I mean, I don't know.
Because, like,
You can't do that much with the triumph.
I'm
Rule 1, you can't take him hostage. Guarantee he doesn't
Can't
escape.
I?
Like,
Do something vital, such as shooting the controls
successful?
to the nearby blast doors. I imagine taking him hostage would be something vital.
Right, but that doesn't mean he can't escape.
Well, yeah, but he'd be grappled.
Or the
and-
other people attack, or you have time to worry about the people behind you, what they do to your group. I can get control of tabletop again. See what I can do with the despair. Just give me a
Despair.
This is going
Let's
right
see. You can make my ranged weapon run out of ammunition. You can increase the difficulty of one of our next checks. My tool or melee weapon can become damaged. Active character gains grants the enemy a significant advantage in the ongoing encounter, such as accidentally blasting the controls to a bridge he was planning to use for his escape. An active character falls prone. Ooh, I like that one. I accidentally punched the control scheme, so it's broken. Let's see. Free maneuver. Strain. Lose the benefits of a prior maneuver. Yes.
God, I can't control my tabletop at all.
I just read off to you what you can do. This is interesting that we've forgotten about is the range difficulties when you're in the engaged range. You can't make gunnery checks when in engaged range.
Nope.
That would have screwed someone up.
Oh yeah, big time.
Right.
A certain someone that we all know.
Okay, so you're going to. Your weapon is going to become damaged.
Okay.
Your gloves are damaged now. Your gloves are now damaged.
They're minor damage, right?
And the guards are going to open fire.
I have this
on
man
you. The
captive
man
now.
you have held is like, no. Why the hell did you just punch me?
See, Talon just kind of like hissing. See, this one has a certain responsibility when it comes to a certain group, and this one
He has
is
brain damage.
Using my leadership, I want to try reining Talon and try submissing him.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no. He's beyond even my force powers at this point. I don't think your leadership can fix him.
I have no issue if you want to take your anger out on that hut. Believe me, I want to take out that hut just as much as you do.
Is he trying to deceive Talon?
No.
He's not. He's not.
Remember, he was.
Then
ejected
Talon
the person-
lets him
we
go.
know this already.
and hands him a stem pack.
I
Sorry
hand him a
about my
stem
friend
pack. He
here.
refuses it. He acts as though he
Talon
just hasn't
Talon apologizes. He's like, sorry, this one thought you were working with the Huts. This one doesn't.
He's been hit in the head by an anti-tank rifle.
And lived! Talon has a reaction to
Twice.
yell and lived. Twice!
Twice killed.
Twice killed.
I'm
twice
just
remain.
face palming at this point.
Yeah, same. I'm kind of like flabbergasted that this whole
My
fucking
character's in
event has
shock
happened.
about what the hell this group is that he's somehow stumbled into.
Believe
He's
me,
like-
I'm shocked by what the hell this group is.
I think everyone just kind of is
I'm
aware
aware,
of that
too.
blatant shock right now.
Hey, we
I-
time
I
traveled.
The guy's
apologize.
just a smuggler that was called to the brig, or not the brig, to the cockpit,
Bridge.
and then this guy just attacks him.
I just kind of do a little bow, like a little submissive posture, and say I apologize for this group's behavior.
Oh wait, I'm gonna force heal him against his. Can I force heal him? Can I roll for that?
Yes.
Force heal him against the wall.
Yes, I
Yeah.
succeed. He gets healed 3.
Oh, Joe's
that's a
gone.
handy trick.
Yes.
We don't mean you any hostility. Our friend is merely
Again, yes, we're
That
very
is
sorry about that.
Damaged.
yeah.
We
Extremely
know that
so.
you're. We know that regardless of what you're doing, it might not exactly be of your own volition at the moment.
Well, speaking of that, he got a call.
Oh boy.
One of the people who was at one of the screens comes up, like they're ready for us. The captain, and I don't know why I wrote this name. I can't pronounce it.
Andragoras?
Andronikos.
I'm gonna.
The
Can I yell at the-
adjusters for you to follow him. Have an
Have the
escort
ship
of
ready for a
guards on your
hyperspace
flanks.
jump.
You're ready? What? Hyperspace
Yeah.
jump?
They should ready the ship for a hyperspace jump.
What time was
We all know what's gonna happen if Talon sees that thing.
Talon?
It'll take us too long to get into hyperspace. It'll destroy us by the time we get there.
Perhaps
True.
we should leave the big lizard on the ship.
You want to try and stop him?
I'm not trying to.
You know the last. You know what happened to the last
Come
person?
with me. I need the manpower. He gives all the guards give you guys your tools back, your weapons, things like that. Same with Bando, whatever the hell.
Yeah, I just realized my weapon was wiped and didn't save. One second, I gotta figure out what it was.
It's fine.
Thought it was a. I thought he gave you some kind of
Bando, you
pistol.
get your ship back. You go forward. You have guards on your flanks. Behind you, you notice a very large cargo crate being pulled by droids behind you.
What's in that
Barely
thing?
fits through the halls.
Do you want me to carry that?
That's none of your concern. It's to pay off my debt. It's no big.
Do you want this
What
one
are
to
we
carry
here
that?
for, then?
The attendant standing next to was like, that's what are you gonna do about the rest? It's like, I got it.
I'm very suspicious of it.
You reach the door. You hear a couple clicks, pressurization, and the door opens, greeted with heavily armed guards on the other side. Full armor, head to toe, covered in armor and ready to fight.
Oh.
Guns in their hands.
Uh,
You turn around and like, these are the chatty bunch. You have to follow them.
oh,
Are we all coming, or are you staying on this ship?
You're coming.
I was referring to the. Okay. So he's coming with us, is what I was asking.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm gonna continue on without any, anything.
Yep.
Just
I'm just
continue
gonna keep an eye on where we go and continue.
Yeah. Captain, so just so you know, as soon as our brain damaged friend here.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna say that then, because it's important.
as soon as he sees, well, I mean, I could probably figure it out by now because it's happened like what, 2
No,
or 3
you've seen you could be under the assumption that I just dislike the huts and maybe I'm searching for something or someone. You don't
Yeah,
you wouldn't
I'm
know that
gonna-
I go actually ballistic.
I kind
I'm
of.
going to mention that.
I kind of assume you're a little psycho at this point. I'm not gonna lie. After seeing that.
Honestly, that's
You-
not wrong.
You tried to chase down, like, the jetpack sniper.
That had nothing to
kinda-
do with the hut.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
just continue.
yeah,
I'm gonna
we
explain
assume
to
you're a
the
little
guy.
psycho.
As
but
you're
continue.
talking about your past exploits,
Joe left. By the way.
Andronicos addresses the guards in front of him. So, where are the kids? Don't respond. Oh, okay.
What?
Sleep well last night?
This
No.
one knows where
See,
this
these
is
guys
going.
are real chatty.
They really are chatty, aren't they?
This one, Talon's gonna lean back
Tell
to
the
him.
family I said hi.
This one knows where this is going. This one hopes you have a will.
Okay, we
threatening
continue
me
walking
again?
in.
This is not a threat. This is a warning. This one knows how this group operates.
This group.
It doesn't
We're
seem
not.
like the group is the problem. It seems like
Yes,
you
it's
got a
mostly
little
just you,
bit
actually.
problem upstairs. I'm sorry if you did not get the metaphor. I meant your head. Something wrong in there. Would tap it, but I don't need to hear something on it.
Ooh.
He, as he insults you, you still go through. You see as you pass through, there are 2 massive painters filled with ships. Massive barracks. Immaculate like paintings all over the place.
Very nice.
Like different art from different culture.
Are you in?
Steal
how much
these.
money we
I
can get
stole
for this?
half of this stuff for this guy, and he still wants more.
Do you know how much money we could get for this in our day and age? You've done quite a bit of work.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this is the last shipment.
Okay, so continue.
After about a full 20 minutes of walking, you arrive to an elegantly decorated room. The walls are intricately carved. There's fine pieces of art from different cultures everywhere. There's the floor is almost like this like listening opal coloration. And there's a large pedestal at the end. And sitting on top of that pedestal is a hut. Clad in jewels and gold.
So Captain
Just
Guy
living
here.
life to its fullest, and next to the hut is a protocol droid, and all over the room is a bunch of guards.
I
I'm
whispered
gonna
to
put
the
my
guard.
hand on Talon. I'm gonna put my hand like right on
I'm
Talon.
gonna stand in front of
prepare.
Talon on this one.
I'm ready, like any second now.
I want to get ready to stun.
Joe, just
open
I
arms
just
with-
want to throw this out there. Joe disappeared.
I know that happened a while ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
it happened like
People
quick.
are-
He had to pick
You had
up
to-
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With open arms, Andronicos steps forward. Hey, Zleb!
I let them do their little greeting thing. I don't want to intervene with that.
Yeah, no, we're continuing.
Just as an aside, remember Gleb Zleb was the name of the hut that you encountered on Talos.
So did the
Ooh.
captain not take Stanvot's warning about me?
Yeah, that he was incredibly dangerous. Because like I made sure to say
Not-
that several times.
Not dangerous,
Andronicos
but
is aware.
He's aware. He might just not care. He
Fine,
might
there's a
not
big
care
difference.
That happened.
I got what you asked for. Fortunately, I don't have all of it, but I have the important parts. I figured that this would be a gift to equal out the debt, and then we can go on our separate ways. He says equal out the debt. He points to all of you.
Are you?
I
So
say-
you can have them. They're loyal. They're very useful. This one's very strong and unique.
Hold on. I just like to say,
Droid there.
I go ballistic with Hudson. He's been informed this, and he's having us said as loyal.
He
That's the
doesn't
point.
care.
That's
He
the
doesn't
point.
care. Understand?
I don't
does
think he
not care.
understands that he'll be shot dead before he can leave the ship. By the way, I imagine this would be an appropriate cue for my dice pool.
Should I
Yeah.
just roll?
So
Is
Aiden,
that your?
make
Is this your roll,
make
Talon?
a roll.
This is my bet.
Let's say it's 4 reds.
Oh, only 4? I thought it would be like 6.
You overhyped
You want to do
yourself a
more?
little
Okay,
bit.
you get 6 reds.
Can I assume at this point that he's going to go ballistic? Can I do anything about that?
I'm attempting
You
to
try
calm him
if
down.
he does go ballistic.
Okay.
6 reds.
If you want to try to talk him down, give him a boost.
I'm gonna try talking him out of this one.
And everyone could do that.
Wait.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
get
guys
my
roll
first
your
roll.
boosts yourself, because I'm not letting go of this.
Okay, ready?
Can I give him some rhetoric?
Everyone
so
get your
give him
boost.
Mr. Discipline dice as well.
Wait, where are these boosts going? Like, who's rolling to prevent him from?
Wait. I
We all
need
roll
to know. I
separately.
need to know the distance between us and the hut.
100 feet or so.
Ah, blank. Shit.
Press R to roll. Don't try and roll it like that. It's not very
Thank you.
effective.
Yeah, R is much more effective. Just hover over it. Press R.
Hover over it and press R.
Yay.
2 success.
I don't think it
Uh,
matters.
Blank. 2 blank.
Oh God.
Have an advantage.
Oh wait, look!
Oh,
Look at my
no.
force roll. Look at my force roll.
Oh
though.
no.
Look at my
Oh,
force
that's a
roll.
despair.
I got 3. I got 3 light sides.
I'm
What
not
can
sure
that do
you
to me?
understand the severity.
It was a despair.
Oof.
I'm aware.
There is a despair.
Wait.
What can my 3 light sides do to save us?
Right.
Okay, so what exactly does your influence do? What can you do with that?
Okay. Let me read the specific things. Okay. Let's see. I can make him feel positive, like tranquil or friendly, with that light side, or I can force the target into an emotional state or belief.
Since you did roll 3 light side, you can force it into a state of belief that is not a hut.
Yes.
That would work a lot. That would work very
I
well.
think I personally believe the best thing would to put him into the state of belief that there is a better time to put the hut down,
Yes.
and so he
I'm
will
gonna
not
do that. I'm
act
gonna do
now.
that. Don't act now. Act later. It could be in 5 minutes, but not now.
There will be a better time.
There will be a better time, Talon. There will be a better time.
So Talon's
is
just
that-
like slowly building up inside.
With the despair, you immediately pounce at the hut, and you're shot right down instantaneously by a couple of the guards. So I guess take 10 damage. I'm not gonna roll. They're super tough. So we'll just say 10 damage in total, and you're able to calm down. See, I told you they were skilled.
Talon just kind of stands up and brushes off the shot.
Alright, I'm gonna try and mosey my way into this conversation here. So you're talking of a deal. What kind of deal are you referring to?
We're collateral.
I owed them a debt, and you arrived at an opportune time. So, Zleb, I introduced to you this weird collective. This satisfies our debts. Anything you have to say?
Wait,
I talks to the protocol droid a little bit. Protocol droid pipes up. The Hut will accept this deal.
Woo.
Look, buddy.
Look, wait. Let's
I'm referring
negotiate
to
the
the hut
terms.
at this point.
Wait.
Yeah, same. Let's negotiate. What did he owe you?
The
No.
Johnny Coast addresses you. He's not going to respond to you. He doesn't register you as like even
The hut doesn't, or the protocol droid?
hut.
The hut.
Okay, I'm gonna make him believe that I'm here. He's not getting out of this.
Well, I step forward and I go, Shorba, at your service.
I do the same.
That's a dark
You
side
also-
point,
you
but I'm
also
gonna
say
take the
Shorba?
conflict and flip
Yeah,
it.
Also,
I'll
I'm
say
pretty
Shorba at your
sure.
service.
Also, I'm pretty sure Hut are resistant to Jedi's.
Are they?
No, they're
back.
not. They're not resistant to Jedi, but they're resistant to persuasion checks.
Right, and like mind trick.
No, just
That'll
persuasion things.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
anyway,
I'm
it doesn't
just
work anyway.
okay. Well, then I'm not flipping the destiny point because I'd know that. If it wouldn't work anyways, then.
Yeah, they have the talent Nobody's Fool, which I believe it's just like
Oh, that's not immunity. That's
not-
just
yeah,
resistance.
it gives you resistance to like coercion and like those sorts of checks, but not a force power.
I'd say making it. I'd say saying, "Hey, listen to me," is probably not even like using like some force.
Huts in
stuff.
general are less susceptible to Jedi mind tricks than other species. Huts are notoriously difficult to influence or read through the force.
I'm not trying to influence them. I'm just trying to yell at them through the force.
Wait, hold on, guys. If we do this, like, think about what resources we might have at our disposal if we decide to cooperate with them.
We're gonna be slaves, you idiot.
I don't think you understand how the huts work.
Yeah, that's not how it's gonna go down.
No. I mean, we have actual, like, skills.
Huts had their own, like, very
Yes.
large empire.
Yes, they literally owned an empire.
Yes, you would know that.
So they need, every good empire has a spy agency. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
That is true.
Well, I guess we're gonna forget for now. Would mentioning the Jedi thing even matter at all? Like, I'm gonna try that.
You mentioned you're a Jedi. The Hut talks to the droid. Blood will listen to you.
Look, I'm on an important mission from the Jedi Council. I would suggest, I understand that this man owes you a great debt, and I would be very willing to help you. And that man, because he has done some stuff for us as well. But, if you interfere with this mission, there will be consequences.
Hut has no need for you to interfere. Does not want to interfere. You just need to settle the remainder of his debt.
And that is?
He points to now backing up Chronicos. All you need to do is complete a few jobs. Do the things he was unable to bring.
And those are?
I'm not going to tell you all of them. You do somehow manage to escape. We don't want to give away free information.
What is
The first job we need you to do is a simple bounty. One of the former crew members escaped, took a ship from us. Bring the ship back, along with the cargo inside. And if you can, take her head. But the ship, her cargo, she went on a cargo run to Corellia, Coronet City. Just need you to bring back the ship. If you can kill her, even better. Bring back her head. That'd be perfect. She usually goes by the name Kara, but with her recent escape, she might have changed that name. She's dark-skinned, blonde, black hair. Usually has a helmet on, but almost always has 2 pistols at the hip and a rifle on the back.
What's preventing us from running off like her?
I'm gonna kick her
we
a
got
little bit.
plans for that.
All right.
Can we
Look,
talk
as I
about
said-
how long? What's the date? What's the deadline in the terms of this?
And how many of these are there?
We'll give you some time. It takes a while to get to Corellia.
Well, I mean, we're practically business partners in this venture. Can we maybe negotiate? Maybe talk about the terms of this? Like, we would need to know.
Terms are you do the job. You pay the consequences.
And we don't get hunted down.
That
You
sounds,
don't get
I mean that sounds good to me. I would just.
Oh,
like
and
to know.
If this entices you anymore, you'll be able to use that ship for future jobs.
Okay.
Sounds interesting enough. How do we
Sounds
get there?
good.
We can start
Sounds good to me.
immediately.
This one
Alright,
would
so
like to know. This one would like to
I believe
know.
this is a better job. This is a better outcome than cleaning up the restroom.
Yeah, they do
Yes,
tend
I would
to
much
get
rather
clogged
do
over
it.
Blade. I would hate to, you
Skilled
know.
warriors such as yourselves need. We could actually make use of you.
I mean, I'm no warrior, but I'm certainly not unskilled when it comes to combat and conflict, so.
Okay, let us get going then. I assume that we have some method of travel.
Yes, to ensure that you do the job, we're going to have the group that brought you here escort you. And they will fly you to your destination.
That makes sense. I'm quite happy with
Understandable.
that.
Thank you. We don't wish to waste any more of your time. We will be on our way and privy to whatever information you might give us on our further ventures. We bid you well unless you have need of us still.
Hut would like us to reform you. If you cross him, we'll die. So will your family. So will your family's friends. And
My
so will your
family.
friends' family.
We
Family.
understand. We would not dare.
I'm
We
gonna
dare.
walk. I'm gonna kind of like badass walk out of the room and say, "Family, don't have one. Friends, don't know them." Just complete edgelord shit. I don't know why.
Talon
I don't know why
turns.
Stanbot's on his edgelord shit today, but he is.
Talon's gonna turn and be like, "What's the average lifespan of a hut?" Actually, wait, no, I know off the top of my head, don't I?
Yeah, you would know that.
What is it? Like 200 years max? Maybe 300?
It's quite long.
Okay.
It's
not
he
super
definitely-
long.
The one you killed would definitely not be alive.
What?
Mhm.
No, I know that. I'm just like kind of frowning. I don't know. 3,000 years is a pretty long time, and then walking off.
Okay, I just kind of do a little ceremonious bow, and I say, "Pardon us, we will be taking our leave," and then I will follow the rest of them in whatever detail he has.
I give him some finger guns.
Talon's gonna grab Kuna
I give him
and
a little,
Shorba by
scout
like
salute,
this.
3 fingers on the noggin.
Oh
and I
yeah.
turn around.
Talon only has 2 hands, so he's gonna grab Shorba and Kuna by like the scruffs of their necks because he's starting to think they're hut associates
What?
or sympathizers.
Man.
So he's grabbing you by the scruffs of your neck and dragging you out.
Okay, we're walking. So I'm assuming we
They
just
still
get
do
back
the
to
finger
ship,
guns on
no
the way
issues.
As you're being dragged, like.
As I'm being
Giant
dragged
lizard is
out, I'm
dragging
just
you, and you're just looking at the hut going,
as I'm being dragged out, I'm just holding my head in my hands, like, "Oh God, why am I a part of this?"
I don't know. I don't know why I'm here either.
Okay, so
I'm
I
just
assume
here.
we're back to the
And the
ship with
Mandos
no
are
issues.
half crouching, trying to help you up. They're like waddling behind you.
Right, yeah, they're just carrying me. You know, they're carrying my legs as Talon holds my neck, or just carries me by the scruff, and I'm just being escorted like a fucking mummy or something.
I'm just enjoying the ride.
Yeah, but so you get to the the squad of guards who led you here. They do back out and they take you to the hangar. And they start. They call over one of the pilots and they start boarding one of the ships. Okay. You'd be able to recognize this ship, Shorba. It's an NX.
Pilot.
Yes, you also will be able to because it's also during this time period. You're from the time period. It's an NX 1200.
Oh.
Post a picture. So there's not actually an exact picture for NX 1200, but this matched the description.
Boy. Do I have like basic knowledge of the ship?
Ew, it's one of those things. It's the primitive
freighter.
Millennium Falcon.
It's a fake Falcon.
Oh, the Ebon Hawk.
All right. What was it? The NX?
Obviously, it's not that specific ship, but it's very similar to one. Okay, so
That's
we're on
the
the
hut
ship and on our way, I guess.
That's the new one.
I would assume.
You start heading off to Corellia.
Okay. On the way
Um,
there, I'm going for my training. I'm going to attempt to talk to like enter the labyrinth and like interact with it.
The labyrinth.
Good news, guys. Corellia is my home world.
Connecting
Talon-
to it.
Yeah.
Try
Is-
it over and over. You can't quite.
So is
You can
Talon gonna
almost feel-
heal on the
No,
trip
I need-
there, or do I
I need
need to
good
have
bars.
Spencer heal me?
Let's just say you get healed on the trip there because it is quite a while.
You can fully heal up.
Okay.
Insane.
Do you know any good bars on your homeworld?
Plenty.
Do you have
Alright,
any
you're
clue
gonna
where
have
the
to introduce
smuggler
me
would
to a
have
couple
dropped
of
us
them.
off?
I might have a few connections to help us out.
Yeah.
That would be convenient.
That
So
would be very.
And so
Yeah.
is which planet in the order? Because we've been to Corellia, right?
yeah. that
Which
the
order
first.
was that was the first one? I thought.
Second planet.
No,
technically.
Talos was the first one. Talos was the first.
Yeah,
one.
is
But-
Corellia where the other hut was that we ran into?
Mhm.
Oh, you
Okay.
didn't no, there wasn't a hut on Corellia.
That was the one where me and Dennis started, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Okay.
and Countermark started on Corellia and Coronet City because you met with the runners with the.
Okay,
crimes
and are we
there.
going to Coronet
That's
City,
where you
or
met. So,
We could.
yes, that's where you're going.
are we gonna take a break here?
One of the guards finally speaks up. Oh, doing this job for us. The only other information I can give you is that the woman was supposed to meet a man who would contact her. I know it's not a lot to go on. He said go to the market. It's called Ship's Row or something. You can find it.
Oh.
Ship's Row or something. It was a woman. And do you know any names perhaps that we can use?
Would there be
Oh,
a Jedi
there's
enclave
Kara.
in Corellia?
There
Just
likely would.
Kara. Okay.
Is
Man,
it?
no wonder she escaped.
Is it close to the core worlds?
Slept
Or
in.
Corellia, so.
I-
Yes, it is a core.
Then it would
Well,
it would
She wasn't-
definitely.
She
have
wasn't
some-
monitored or tracked because she was well trusted.
What?
Yeah, I
What?
gathered that.
When is she supposed to be? Where you expect her to?
Do we have an ID for the ship that you
No,
took?
it's the place to start.
So we have to investigate and find her on the. We know that she's on planet side, right?
Yes.
That's where she was last located.
So,
Okay.
do we have any identification for this ship that she took there? I would much like to know.
Yes, and they give you identification.
Okay. So there would be a Jedi Order enclave on Corellia, probably, because it's a core world and this is, you know.
Do you have any
Like the High
contacts or
Republic.
associates that might have burrowed underground that might have information already on Corellia?
Who wouldn't know?
Huh.
Bando.
Wait, hold on. So.
Yep.
She was supposed to meet a contact. She was well trusted, and she disappeared.
I think she did not run away. I believe she may have, in fact, been
That's exactly
taken out.
what I'm insinuating.
Let's discuss this in detail later when we're maybe off the ship. Yes.
Okay. So, yep.
I guess Talon.
Corva's intelligence and investigation skills.
I was gonna say I did think of that, but I didn't say it out loud because.
Alright, yeah.
you know.
Stupid.
I guess Talon and Sandoval should probably just train while we're going there.
I'm
Then.
training to like commune with the labyrinth.
Okay, I'm probably while they're busy, I'm gonna look over see if like Shorba's doing her own thing.
I am gonna be doing some stuff actually.
I look over, see what Bando's doing.
I'm just looking at the star charts, make sure we're on the fast.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
slide
you
over.
give them tips.
Okay.
Wait, how
Doing
wait,
it,
is
like-
there a
and
craft?
The one is tired of you constantly mentioning, "Hey, you should do this. Hey, you should do this." He just gestures for you to get on it. It's like
Yeah,
Is
you
I'm
take us
gonna-
off the wrong place.
is there a crafting
Yeah.
station on this vessel?
But now you're flying, Bando.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
There's no way you're gonna have lightsaber materials here.
Well, no, because so basically I had the items on my character that I was gonna have disassembled, but I
There's
wasn't.
not the proper crafting.
Okay, that's what I was asking, if there was a crafting
Okay.
station here.
Here.
Because we have that lightsaber crafting one that we found a while back. At least the tools, but
So, are there any? So wait, are we? Which ship are we on? Are we the one that They woke
No,
up
no,
on?
it's the
fake
second
Falcon.
picture.
Fake
Yeah,
Falcon
What?
ship.
Fake
What?
Falcon.
Fake Falcon.
Look
Okay,
in the
wonder-
Discord of General. They didn't specify they were putting it in there, Raven.
Okay. Are there any droid heads anywhere?
No, the droid parts in here.
Do I have
Why
the
do you want
HK head?
droid heads? I'm confused.
No, you
While
don't
that's
have
while that's going on, if Bendo is flying the ship, I assume at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go aside of Bendo and I'm gonna look around, just to see if anyone's just kind of doing their own thing and just hanging out. And I'm just gonna kind of engage in private conversation. And I'm going to say, so you were a smuggler. For
I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a second.
That's fine. So you are a smuggler for some syndicate, right?
It flowed from dealer to dealer, but the Pikes were my last customer.
I see.
Appears I'm now employed with the Huts.
Oh, well, that you gotta love how they just rub shoulders with each other every 2 minutes. I have a small question for you, really. Do you know of any brokers that are on our current destination on Corellia? Do you know any, per se, syndicates that deal with information or any of that like?
I'm sure I would. Would
Yeah.
I need to do any checks for that, or
Sorry, what were you trying to do?
information centers on Corellia?
Information, just syndicates that might be there during this time.
Yes, you can make a check for that. Make a knowledge, just a whole knowledge. Don't be. I get confused about Underworld. I get confused about what's a skill check in Pathfinder, D&D, or
Oh,
Star
yeah.
Wars.
Talon's
Yeah.
gonna
There's
holler
definitely
over to you guys having this
There's an
conversation.
if it's Underworld, yeah, then do Underworld. Give
Okay.
yourself 2 boosts though, because that was one for that was where you grew up mostly, and a
Probably
second for like knowing the time period.
Talon's gonna holler over. I have some doubts, but I might know of a group,
And 2,
or at
it's
least a
gonna be,
person.
It's gonna be a hard check. Actually, sorry,
Weren't
normal
you-
check
weren't you
2
training?
difficulty.
What, sorry?
I don't believe we're talking, Talon, unless you're listening again, because I believe you.
I don't know how big of a ship this is. I'm just I'm assuming I'm kind of standing somewhere with an open space and just kind of like.
Imagine you're playing 3D chess with Chewie in the back.
No, I'm shadow boxing. I'm shadow boxing, pretty much.
Yeah, which was the incentive for why I began conversation. I was attempting to not be heard. Unless you
Oh.
would wish to do so, that is always fine.
Well, you don't
So
want me to
2
be heard?
green, whatever your Underworld is,
Yeah.
2 blue, and then purple.
Oh, these are yours.
I rolled them. I rolled purple.
Gotta highlight the whole thing.
You know they're purple.
Oh, I've already
Yeah.
rolled the other ones.
Just,
Just-
you
roll the
can.
purple?
Yeah, just go ahead. Just roll.
I'd
Reroll.
I'd re-roll them all.
Reroll the whole thing.
Just
reroll.
re-roll it at this point. Yeah. just
Spencer,
roll
you
it.
usually want to tap more than once.
Well, if he succeeded, don't tap.
Yeah.
It succeeds.
Yeah,
it
he
succeeds.
He
succeeded.
succeeds, so don't tap.
With advantage 1, I believe. 2.
That's his net.
Yes, you know of an organization called the Runners. Got their start.
Alright,
You know it's led by a guy you dealt with in the past. Who, motherfucker, to go back because I did not rewrite it. I'll give you that name in a second. Just hold on.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. I'm gonna say I finished my attempts about halfway through the trip, which could be a few days.
More. Oh yeah. So you guys were outside of. I just closed that document. God damn it. I think it was a place called like Cali or. It's almost in the outspace.
It's Cali.
It's far west.
Am I familiar, given backstory, with any of the syndicates he begins listing off?
Not. You wouldn't be in this time period, no.
No,
Is
I would know if
Talon-
it would have existed beforehand.
Well, if someone, the runners exist.
So can Talon overhear this conversation, or are we assuming he's in a different room, Alex?
You're in an entirely different place.
Okay, because I wasn't sure the way the ships have been laid out previously.
And do you remember the name of that Dathomir guy?
I don't have it off the top of my head. No.
Nope.
I figured it was the same person though. Wait,
Yeah,
You mean the
I
Deveronian
think
guy?
That's when I wrote that. Yeah.
Because
sorry.
basically, that's what's going through my head right now. I actually
Yeah,
was
no,
going to
that's
go
what
and
I'm
try and
thinking.
find that dude. I assumed the runners organization didn't exist, but he would, because he
And we're
got
just gonna
transformed.
say, yeah. We'll just say you know that name.
Do I hear them say that name and then pike my head in the door?
No. Yes, you hear that, but you don't hear it, but they say it.
Oh.
Okay. I confess I'm not terribly versed with any of the current day syndicates for you. Do you what's profitable these days?
Well, it varies from season to season, but there's this new drug called death sticks.
Right, go on.
And corals are just eating them up.
All right, that's not particularly my professional field, but I suppose a smuggler must make what a smuggler must make.
Have Twi'leks been found yet?
Yes, they should be.
Okay, then that's
Say
a
yes,
trade that's going
because
on.
I want my head to hurt.
That's a
What
trade.
about-
I'm pretty sure Twi'leks are in the Old Republic games, and I'm pretty sure this takes place after the Old Republic games.
Okay, yeah, so they're probably that's probably a trade that's going on.
Yeah.
I love how their racial doctrine is straight up just, oh yeah, don't fight back, just let it happen.
Yeah. That is a fair way to make money, though, and I find my pockets unfortunately empty.
Mine were emptied not too long ago by huts. So
I'm gonna walk.
You gotta
I'm
walk
gonna
in
just
that
be. I'm
happens.
gonna try and walk into the cockpit at this point. I'd say this is like halfway through the trip, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been going. It'll take about a week.
Yeah.
And
So you
I
guys, you talk, you do your thing.
I'm gonna go up to Brando and pull out one of my credits and say, "Hey, does this look familiar?" Would he recognize the old credit, the newer credit?
I'm gonna say yes.
Because if galactic inflation is a thing, we're rich as hell right now.
I don't
Oh,
want to think
fuck.
about that.
You are completely correct.
If galactic
Yeah.
inflation is a thing, we are beyond
Hey,
rich
we're
at the
gonna
moment.
ignore that.
No, let's. I think we need to roll percentage if galactic inflation is a thing.
No.
That's the
We need to
percentage.
figure-
No, roll a percentage, and that's how much ours are worth in comparison.
Yeah. It could,
Like that percent
or-
more, or that. Do you want it to be inflation? Oh yeah, let's roll. Let's roll. What if it's above 50? Then it's higher. Like our credits are worth more. If it's below, then our credits are worth less. And
You
then
do
whatever.
that, you do that shit. I need to stand by the side because he was trying to get it to lab.
make them.
Hmm?
We'll
be
tell
back
you
in a
at
sec.
percentage.
Wait, hold on. What's going on? I can
They're
see.
saying-
Me and Spence. Yeah, we want to know if our credits are inflated or not.
Okay,
Uh,
so
Dave,
what's
you're-
the piloting skill used for, by the way? And also,
I
what's the
don't know if
black
that's
dice on each
107 or
That's
7.
107.
So it's 107.
sheet?
So
That's 0, that's 0, 7, isn't it?
Yeah, that counts as a 100.
yeah, because it's a 10-sided dice.
Yeah.
No,
So
but
that's
you cannot
100.
Well,
No, that's not 100.
It's a
How
10-sided.
else are you supposed to do the before you get to the
So you're saying a 0-sided dice. Sorry, a
0,
10-sided
0,
dice.
You're rolling a D% is a 0.
We could
Well,
just-
then
yeah,
you
no,
can't get 100 out of them.
You can't get 107.
You
Either 7
can.
or 107.
Yeah.
You cannot get 107 on a D%. Is all I'm saying. That
You know,
does
he
not make
makes
sense.
he makes sense.
He
though.
makes a fair point, but does
You have to have-
anyone?
I think you've got to have triple zeros for it to be a 100, don't you?
I don't fucking know. So are we rolling?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, he's right. He's right. It is 7%.
Well, our money's worthless, or your money's worthless.
haha.
Yeah, our money ain't worth shit.
Don't worry. Once
I'm
I
pretty
find
sure.
the
Here's the thing.
door-
I'm pretty sure we've been doing the double zeros as 100.
The thing is, there is no way you can have over a 100 on a percent dice.
He does make. He makes a valid point.
guess.
But I can't really argue that.
Then that means 0, 0, 0 is 0.
100. Yeah, that would.
That'd be 0. That'd be just straight 0.
Yeah, that'd be straight 0. It would have to
Straight
be
0
1,
doesn't exist.
0.
1 is the lowest you can do on a D%.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why is 0 0
Well,
I'm not sure
Anyway.
what you don't understand about it.
we've established that our money.
It's worthless.
It's worthless, yeah, essentially.
Moving on.
It's worth 7%.
Whatever,
I'm gonna wait for
whatever.
Spencer to come back. I'm
Like, we
fucking
suddenly
confused.
switched to
Oh, in
paper.
any case, I'm gonna continue my little aside combo.
Sounds good.
Oh,
I'll have
wait,
Spencer do it at a later
Strongman
point.
That I've just
Talk about
become
the-
acquainted with.
Wait, hold on. You asked about the piloting skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ships, they operate, like, especially in combat situations, it's pretty similar. So, like, the piloting skill, if you wanted to go, like, operate an unfamiliar vehicle, you might want to roll a check with that. And then there's the astrogation skill, which
Yep.
basically determines, like, whether or not you can make a hyperspace jump, like, if you can actually do that.
We won't be able to astrogate shit, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can.
Well, you can, but we can't.
So what are the black dice on the dice pool bar?
That is a
Setback.
setback.
those are setbacks. So that's usually an environmental factor. So
Or
this
if,
does-
or like if someone gets advantage, you can give an enemy a setback.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so those give the enemy setbacks.
Yep.
It's like a reverse
Or
advantage.
you. Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
just for disadvantage.
like so for example, if I was trying to make like repairs that needed a really steady hand and I was like on a shaking like land speeder or something, they might add a setback to the
Roughly 3.
my-
I think they'd give
Yeah.
you anything if you were on a speeder.
What?
It wouldn't matter if you need precision or not. You're on a speeder.
If my piloting space thing is, I'm just gonna read it out.
You mean the
It's 5
setbacks with
mega
2 reds?
of the green dice and then 2 setback dice with red.
That means it cancels 2 setback.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, so you can negate setback that way.
And it's the same with astrogation, guys. So you get 2 removal of setbacks.
Nice.
You're pretty nifty at getting around.
I mean, that's in my entire job.
Yeah, exactly. I would have assumed, seeing as
Don't
you
want to
are-
brag, but I've got 5 agility.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice. I have 5 presents. Because we
My
don't know
skills
how to-
are 2s across the board, except for agility and intellect.
I know how that feels. In any case, is there any so you're a smuggler, you've been going from task to task, job to job. I assume you have some money that you have stowed away that was not confiscated by the Huts.
You know, I think I might have a few credits lying around back at the old place.
Yeah, back at
Just
your
come
old
by.
place. Yeah, I don't know if you is that the only profitable venture that you got going on right now? Is the smuggling?
Well, it's the only one I'm doing. When you're a pilot, you've got 2 routes. You can either do the legal methods and have a nice, sustainable job. That's, you know, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can, if you're a risky dice player like myself, you can decide, you know what, I think I'm gonna dabble into the darker side of things here.
Or both.
Try to make a bit of money. You know,
Or-
sometimes it's just depending on the mood. The
Fair.
last few years I've been in the mood for making a quicker buck. But you never know. 10 years down the line, I might just say, screw it, I'm joining a cargo company.
Currently, they have us doing this job for the Huts. Certainly, there could be some money or venture in that.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the Huts
Yo,
while
what the
they
fuck is this
aren't
thing?
very great to talk with, they do have a lot of money that you can exploit.
Certainly. Well, they have a job for us. I'm saying maybe we negotiate a bit. Maybe we talk a bit. Maybe we could come home with a little.
Look
more.
what I found, guys!
What?
Why are there trees?
Trees. Yeah.
There are trees. Why are there trees?
So
Nice.
can you import pictures?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
So could you import the picture of our fake falcon?
Land speeder.
It's not easy to import. You can import. It's just a pain in the ass to do.
Oh, these trees randomly there.
Has anybody else noticed the stock photo percentage die?
Don't worry about it.
The sides
In
are
any case, I assume that you've just been hurtled into a group of random strangers.
Here we go, boys.
Going.
There's
put out
3
a-
guys on this one.
Right. Yeah. I
Kind
assume
of
that
their
you're a bit
ATSD.
confused as to the group you've currently been saddled with, so
It's
if you
definitely
have
one I
any-
haven't. It's not the type of atmosphere I've dealt with before, but new
Not-
experiences and all.
I'm
You
not
get-
gonna lie, it's certainly strange for me too. I've been recent addition to this conglomerate.
Yeah, we joined at the same time.
Yes, we did. High score, I suppose. In any case, if you would like to maybe familiarize yourself, that would be a good time.
Yeah. So I picked up that the big guy that can't control his temper. His name is Talon.
Okay,
That is
so
true.
here's how I'm gonna do this.
Talon
David.
Polaris, friendo. What's up?
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a 10-sided die. Anything less than 5, there was deflation, and our currency will be worth less.
Okay.
Is that what you
Anything
guys were just talking
over
about?
5, no. Anything over 5, the currency will have inflated in our time, so our stuff will be worth more.
Okay, and then
Basically what
then
I'm doing.
well then
And
how are we gonna figure out the actual number?
I'm gonna roll a percentage die afterwards.
Okay.
To figure out how much, and then we're just gonna take all of our credits and multiply it by that amount, like 10% or whatever.
Well, the real money holder is gonna be
How
IG.
many credits do you start with?
500 by default.
You would be fine. You would be fine. That way, we
Yeah.
don't have to change any prices or do any math, like regarding that for the rest of it. We just need to figure out. We just do it this once and then it's over.
That's a
No.
9.
So we get so our credits are worth more. Let's figure out how much more.
I was gonna say your credits are 10% more.
10% more.
You want to let us roll? 37.
10%'s fine.
Oh.
That's a
10%,
real
that works for me.
number.
Yep.
37 or 10%, Alex.
Just want to say shout out to the Republic for keeping inflation down to only 10%.
Well, who did this?
1,000 years.
That was me.
Oh yeah, they're working hard, you know.
They're really good. The
Well, no, it
problem
probably
is-
went up and
I
down
mean,
and
the
up and down.
Republic now is kind of in a constant war, and war is good for economy.
Yeah, war is good
Oh.
for the economy, so there really hasn't been a chance to inflate or deflate.
So so
Exactly.
Alex, Spencer was asking 10% or 37% because we rolled a 37.
We
Or
rolled
Spencer did.
37.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was saying just take 10%.
10%'s fine.
Okay.
So take 10%. Take 10% of our current value, and then add it to our current value.
Because I learned a little after it was too late. Because in every role playing system, money is kind of hard to guess. Like what's too much, what's too little.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And since I was running this game for the first time, and I gave you guys way too much money way too early, I was like, okay, I'm gonna back that the fuck off.
What's our
Were we gonna
credits
take a
right
break,
now?
by the way?
Yeah, what's the
But yeah, I'm just gonna go through top 9 so that we get to the next part and then just go.
I've got
Okay,
500
what-
credits right now.
Wait.
What's the
So
credit?
are we gonna take a break or are we going to cut off at 9? What's happening?
Just go through. I don't want Joe to miss too much.
Well, that's why I'm asking if we can take a break because I imagine he'll be back relatively soon.
So
Is he
he,
going to get someone, or is
Yeah,
he
he
going
went to pick
out
up his
to, like,
brother.
party?
He went to pick up his brother.
Okay.
I mean, text him, ask him.